All
Well,
right,
it's not.
guys.
I've got sunlight on my face.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Saturday. Depending on where your part you might be, it might be Sunday or Sunday night if you're some people. We do have time travelers amongst us. I am Matty G as always, and this is After Dark. As always, to my right, we got Matty Beer. Matt, what's up this dark night?
Oh, nothing much. Just sitting here with my good old head of Jamie Foxx, ready to talk about a bunch of stuff. So let's get into it.
We are absolutely going to talk shit. Oh wait, I mean stuff. Because
Fuck it.
it's not like we're monetized anyways. But who fucking cares? Below me tomorrow night, you'll be seeing challenging for the Open Game Zone title. It is the comic book lad Grant. Grant, what's up, homie?
Not much. Just visiting you from the future, as you alluded to earlier, and happy to be here and waiting to cross the line when I do, which I'm probably going to. But I haven't dropped an F-bomb yet, like you, Matty. But I'm saving mine for later.
Well, just like Papa West himself says, is language. Did Papa West really say language? Is the question.
Well, he is a dad.
Well, so am I. So that's not.
True.
So am I.
That's not the
True.
point.
Maybe he's a good dad.
Bart Simpson keeps trying to steal my screen. I don't know what that means. Below him is Nick, or next to him is Devin and Nicky. Apparently this is the way, is it not?
No, this is the way. But Mandalorians take their helmets off. I mean, we watched Clone Wars, guys, so we can take them off if you want to. I'm not going to take this off, though, because, I mean, it's cool. And I can see out of it because I have lenses in it, and I don't know. Hey, what's up?
Devin,
We're gonna find out who he is. We're gonna find out what he looks like. Here we go. Moment of truth.
No!
He is white.
Hold on. Hold on. We need to do this.
Just like Darth Vader.
Look, he is white and he wears glasses, everybody. This is Devin. He is new to our leagues. Devin, what's shaking bacon?
Oh, shit! I did not know we had that on. Guys, we have
So this
Ensign
guy is
Devin
into
here.
things with stars.
How you doing?
Very good, Ensign.
So what's up, Ensign?
I'm not. I don't have much to say. Doing good, I guess.
Well, screw you
Look,
too.
if we're bringing in the Star Trek, I gotta bring in the Star Wars.
Wait a minute, I'm the
Kinda.
guy
You
that
can't
was
really
supposed
see
to have
it,
the
but there's
accent.
that.
And now you brought in another bloke with an accent? Oh, come on, this ain't fair.
And
All right,
apparently,
that's just his Scotty impersonation. I guess he's a
First one,
descendant
I'm
of
gonna take it.
Montgomery
Well,
Scott.
super
He has
drunk.
a Scotty costume too. He always wears that one, but I got him that one for Christmas, so he was wearing that's the Picard
was,
Starfleet one. So
So it was like quite a it was a hard decision between which one to go for. But I figured this one would be better.
Can
This
we
is like
get
that
some
episode of
subtitles
Friends
up? I'm
where
having a hard
Fox-
time understanding him.
yeah, Devin, get your mic a little bit closer.
All right.
holy shit! Just make a loud noise. Can you hear me now? Oh wait, that's a early 2000s commercial reference that some people might not understand. But if you can hear me now, good job.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Apparently, Papa West only cusses when he's debating or super drunk.
All the time.
I can agree with one of those. I've never seen the other one, which maybe one of these days may change. We may just have to go live just because that would be hysterical.
Maybe a New Year's special.
There you go. That's what we'll do. And every hour, there you go. After dark, New Year's Eve, we're going to write it down. Every hour, you must take at least 2 shots. And by midnight my time, we will all be throwing up.
If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
of drinking age in
Sorry.
your country of residence.
Two shots an hour? I want to be drunk on New Year's, not sober.
Well,
I usually sleep on New Year's.
but shots are not measured, so you can officially drink. 3/4 of a bottle is 1 shot.
Or just drink whenever, but
My
after the
grandmother
hour, you
used
have
to
to
have
take
1
2
glass of wine a day. The
shots.
glass was like this big.
See, I'm agreeing
Something
with
like that.
I'm agreeing with Matt, the one who has an alcoholic beverage in his name's
Yeah.
version.
True.
Oh, beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad's name is Guinness.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out, Matt, you were being watched.
Mom's name is
By
Nessie.
everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, for some reason, Bart Simpson is taking over my camera.
Does he have a
My dad's
skateboard?
name's not Guinness. His name is Jared. I lied. Anyway.
My dad's name is my name.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Why would your grandparents call their kid my name? It's a weird name. Is it Dutch?
Well, my grandfather's name is his name. And his name was
his name,
supposed to be
my
my
name.
name too, but they decided to call me this.
New Americans. These are all funny.
It's terrible. I
Matt,
hate it.
I tell the
It's the
truth.
worst.
This is all I have to say to Matt. Matt lies.
I lies.
I told the truth right there.
That's
Wait.
okay. So basically, apparently, there's this wrestling thing going on tonight, and there's this trivia thing going on. So we don't really have anything special planned. Tune in next week. We might be little housekeeping before we get started. Eventually, coming up pretty soon, we're gonna have some Schmodown pros. We're gonna have some more filmmakers, and then here very soon we're gonna have our friends over at Extreme Screams on. Taryn and Chris, they'll be on, and we'll be chatting about horror stuff and their channel. So go over, like, subscribe, and follow them. Obviously, give this a like, leave a comment, subscribe, do what you got to do. And
But Matt, which one's your favorite? Because you did mention it.
What's that?
You said horror. So what kind of horror do you like?
Oh,
Like the bigger ones, smaller ones?
Depends.
Do you like them in the house?
Of course, because they got to run upstairs instead out the front door. Honestly, I've really liked the Blumhouse stuff, the kind of
Blumhouse is great stuff, yeah.
where it's really low budget, but it's really intense. Like I just went back through and did a rewatch of all the Conjurings, all three both Conjuring movies and all the spin-offs, and they're just really good. They're scary when they need to be, but they have this eerie tone to them, and it doesn't cost a whole hell of a lot of money.
No.
But if I'm looking for just an overall good time, I'm gonna be the first to admit I'm a gore porn whore. I love when it gets bloody, gory. Texas Chainsaw, Hostel, Saw, Purge, whatever. That's just me. But I'm gonna.
my favorite horror is named Dow, or my favorite horror is named Diamond.
Oh, interesting.
All right, scariest movie I have ever seen in the theater. This might be a weird one for you people, but interestingly enough, no, it's not what you think it is. That wasn't scary. That was just bothering me. So scariest movie I've ever actually seen in the theater, and might rub you guys the wrong way, but Spider-Man 2. When I was the right age when I saw that movie, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, that scene where Doc Ock is just ripping those surgeons to shreds, that is the scariest thing I'd seen at the theater in that time, and I haven't had a theater experience scarier since that. So when people say that you have to go R-rated for like a horror movie, you don't, because that was terrifying. I remember being in the theater, like blocking my ears, but just like, what's going on?
I had the exact same experience, but a little bit earlier in the 90s. I went and saw. People don't really call it a horror film, but I call it, and that's Kazam with Shaquille O'Neal. Had my hands in my ears. It gave me nightmares. To me, it's the scariest horror film I've ever seen.
There's a Shaq jersey in my closet right there, and I think it's gonna come to life and kill me at night.
I don't think it'll fit you if it's life size, buddy. Sorry.
It's nice when a bad joke ended up being a good discussion.
Yeah.
So I wasn't talking about horror like horror films. I was talking about like actual horrors.
Well, I
got the reference as soon as you said big ones and small ones and short ones. It's like, okay, I'm chiming in on this, and then Maddie talked. I went, all right, let's just go this route first.
It's nice that we had a decent conversation.
Yeah, well, I was gonna.
Bad joke turned to good conversation.
No, I knew what you were going to, but I tried to. We are trying to have it a little. But honestly, my biggest fear is, to be honest with my buddies and Jacob in the chat that's making fun of Nicky. Honestly, my biggest fear is to watch my son go through seizures again. That was the scariest thing I'd ever seen. because I was helpless. We were in the car, we were driving, and he went from being normal to a full blown seizure just like that. So that, to be honest, is my biggest fear, is to watch somebody I love hurt or something and not being able to control it.
All right, so we go to the judges. Matt wins that point all the way around.
To me, it's bees, not the bees. No, not the bees. Like I know that kind of seems juvenile, but literally the only thing on this earth I am afraid of is bees.
Nicolas Cage movies. Oh, sorry, bees. Sorry.
If they don't have bees in it, but
yeah.
My eyes.
I never really had a fear before now, but then when Matt said that, I guess that would kind of be a fear for me too. The whole, family thing and whatnot. Because I don't care. Do whatever. I don't care. I welcome death. But the whole thing that Matt said, I guess there's my fear right there.
And it's funny that we brought this up because I've been thinking about something. In California, which is only a couple hours away, they have what is known, and they have a few here in Arizona. It's called immersive theater. Basically, it's not an extreme haunt where they beat you and so forth, but it's still scary. You could look into it, kind of places like Blackout or immersive theater. Back to shouting out Extreme Screams, their docu-series on the Extreme Haunt, Castle of Chaos, The Crucible, episode 1 is now live. Chris and Taryn are buddies of mine, so we'll shout them out. And and maybe if I can, I'll drop a link to their page in the description. But I want to experience. I've done it here, and it was mild-esque, but I want to be put to the limit to see what can push me to the limit. Like one of the things that really excites me if Blackout does come back, which they've said they haven't, is you go alone. You go through it's a 30-40 minute experience, but you go alone. They can suffocate you, they can waterboard you, whatever. They tell us
that.
Well, it's not, they put a mask over your head and they pour water on you, whatever.
Still.
I can get that full treatment if I just enter your country illegally at the moment. So, it's not really something I want to have to pay for.
Correct.
So,
if I was into BDSM, I probably would love to do that, but I'm not into that stuff. So,
not even that though. It's not even that though. It's a story. It's live your own horror movie, and I love horror.
They also suggest that you do it when you're extremely sleep deprived. So.
Nice.
Nice.
Jacob,
yeah, good.
For those who don't know, Jacob just had his balls removed about 6 months ago. So
I'm so sorry.
A vasectomy is not ball removal.
Well, him.
I've tried to explain to you that's not what the procedure is, but yeah, that works fine.
But
that's another fear.
And also in Jacob's defense, the last time his wife went into labor, he was in the middle of a very important match. So a little inconsiderate, but I get why he's worried about that.
Wow.
I just want to point out that at one time, Jacob's wife I asked her jokingly who she loved more, me or him, and she actually took a few minutes to think about it.
So the next positive pregnancy test, we're going to know who the father is then.
I live several states away.
It's like, who's the dad? Well, it's...
You are not the father.
Thanks, Maury.
Jacob? It's Jacob.
Yeah, it's Jacob West.
Yeah.
I told him he
Jacob.
could jump in. I told him he could jump in at any time, but
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You can pretend to be my dad.
Jacob coming in. Just for like
that looks like you're doing something very naughty to him at the moment.
Yummy.
But speaking of horror, what's the most recent horror movie you guys have seen?
Does a short film count?
Short film counts, yeah. Give it to me.
Yeah. Social.
Yeah.
Oh.
Same.
It was named Yeah?
It's
No,
social.
social. So I was agreeing with
Okay.
Yeah, that was the most
the
recent.
ones that
Like, if we're including short films
Maddie had
too.
on last week.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
those-
haven't seen-
What came out?
And those
last
guys
month?
will be back for Rideshare, which is their latest one, here very soon.
Yeah.
ride shares are scary, so I mean that
Well,
makes
well,
sense.
We don't have them in our town, so
Okay. So I don't have them in
Even
my town
scarier.
either, but
How are you
yeah,
gonna get home?
they are. Just cut.
well, I mean, I can walk because my town's small. There's 2,000 people that live here.
I can walk
That's
to
the size
Burger
of
King.
Manhattan, so it's not very long.
So I saw Invisible Man today. I like that.
Okay.
I
It was a
did
lot
too.
better. You saw it too, Matt? Yeah.
I
won't spoil it, but they don't show as much of the movie in the trailer as I initially thought.
No, and it's fantastic. I love
Yeah.
the whole premise behind it. You know?
Satisfying. Like that's the word I'd use to describe it.
Oh, I loved it. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Um,
Like after
I
the
gotta
movie
see
was
that
over,
too.
I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I saw that. That was time well
Well, I
spent.
mean, he's from one of my top 5 Australian directors, so I've got to shout him
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I got to see that very soon because the only horror film I've seen in 2020 was The Grudge, and I need to make sure I see another one. So that's not the best horror film of 2020
saw
that I've
that,
seen.
I thought it was
I thought that was a comedy.
it kind of was.
It
Yeah.
is. Okay, so
What?
fuck it. I'm gonna spoil this one little scene. I'm not gonna tell you
go
what character at
Hold
all.
on.
Fuck it.
Hold on.
If
hold
anybody
on.
really cares about The
Woof.
Grudge,
Now
if anybody
go
cares
for it.
about this new Grudge movie, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I just have to say sorry. But anyway,
Sarah Michelle Gellar is not in it. Spoiler alert.
She's not in
done.
it. Shocker, right? It doesn't
out.
connect. Nick Fury doesn't come in at the end. Talks to the Grudge lady, whatever her name
I'd like
is.
to talk to you
says-
about the Grudge Initiative.
We need you in the Dark
Join
Universe
Steve.
Initiative.
Right. There you go. It's
Or the
Monster
Triple X
Squad. They
Initiative.
just
Remember
throw it
Triple
in.
X? He showed up there.
Oh yeah.
I
Ice
like
Cube
Triple
comes
X.
in the background too. Vin Diesel's
I like
his
the
family.
first one.
Oh, first Triple X. Yeah, definitely.
How
But
was the
no,
Grudge, Matt?
remake? So the Grudge remake is terrible, but there's this one scene that because I saw with a friend, I literally died in the theater. I didn't care who was around me. So
John-
if they're at this like mental hospital or whatever, and you have this, character, it's like a woman or whatever. I can't remember if it was a girl or a guy, whatever. I'm trying to get the movie out of my head. But she's going up the stairs, or he's going up the stairs, and at the very top, because it's I guess 100 floors, whatever, looks down and decides to jump over. But right before it jumps over, they put in like a mannequin or whatever, and you could tell it's a mannequin as it tips
And it just
over,
flops.
like it's 1968 or something. But no, it's 2020. So they have a mannequin just fall over. Is funny as shit. Funniest scene of 2020.
It was
Still.
really bad.
Oh, it's horrible.
I don't know, when she was coming up under the sheets and she just stares at the camera like that, I laughed. I giggled. I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, is he supposed to be scary? Because they look at it, she's
so
like, oh,
bad, but
what are
it's
you
great.
doing in my bed?
Is John Cho in that?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he's in it.
What up, Jonathan?
Oh my.
What up, Jonathan?
Jonathan
Hit me
Peck.
up if you want to jump into this chat, Jonathan.
Like, and
Awesome.
he's literally the only good part of The Grudge, though. Everything else is not good at all.
Jonathan Peck's in The
but-
Grudge?
No,
Yes.
no. I'm
Yes.
surprised. He hides in the corner. He
Ah,
plays Nick Fury.
I
in
saw
this
someone
movie.
credited as
Because they couldn't get
JP,
Sam
and that makes
Jackson.
sense now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One time,
John Chow or whatever. Yeah, he's in it though. Best
one
part.
time, Anne Hathaway won an Oscar, and she thanked Nick Sullivan in her speech. So I was
Oh.
like, got in,
I didn't
and then I
catch
texted my dad right away, and he was like, "No, she was talking about me, not you. You're Nicky. I'm Nick." He literally played that card on me.
Damn.
Well, if you guys don't remember at the Oscars when she and James Franco hosted it, that train wreck, she was talking. She's
That
like,
was
you know,
fun.
I thought getting naked in front of Matt Beer would give me an Oscar, but nope, didn't do it.
Mm.
So it was a shame.
Yeah, Chris Day said the same thing to
I
me
wonder-
recently as well.
Right.
Wow. Chris Day is gonna kill all of us. He's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
come
we're
on.
gonna. Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation with them. It's gonna be a serious and fun conversation. So whenever we get them on, be on the lookout for that. That's I can already tell a couple people are gonna be listening to that. So, or I already know a couple people that will listen to it.
Okay, then. Just since you brought that topic up, why don't you elaborate on what you mean? Just in
About
case.
Crusade.
Crusade. Yeah, let's just because give the people a
Like,
little
just-
preview of what you got to say.
Well, basically, just I kind of keep an eye on him and whatnot because, whatever, kind of to see if he does anything weird or see if he gets better, worse, whatever. Because you never know. Maybe he makes the next, Casablanca or something. You never know. So I like to keep an eye. You can tell he's getting better, but worse at the same time, whatever. So it's going to be just a conversation about life, whatnot, things that he might regret, things that he's looking forward to. We're not going to talk about his short films. We're not going to talk about those at all. Maybe one of them from the past, but that's more of this was one step, now I built from that type thing. So we're going to see how it goes. It's either going to go perfect, it's going to be great, people are going to love them, or it's going to be an absolute train wreck.
And people are going to love it even more.
Yeah, and people are going to love it even more. So
I like train wrecks.
it's just a conversation, just about life in
So
general.
what's it going to be called? From Playboy to Toy Boy? Like, what are you going to call it?
Right.
Wow.
Playboy the boy toy.
I like that. After Dark reimagining episode blank from Playboy to Toy Boy. I like that.
And I do want to make sure his connection is better, though, because his internet connection's not the greatest, as we all know, or people that.
Well, he also likes to record in a basement.
True.
Like 800 kilometers away from a router.
The basement's the only place they put Wi-Fi here.
So, but no.
We don't have basements here in Australia, so it's a weird concept.
Yeah, me too. Here in Arizona, I did meet.
Well, you're waiting for that beachfront property, right?
I am.
Waiting for that beachfront property.
Fuck
So that's
those
why you can't have
Californians.
Devin has the best babe.
He's from California.
No, I'm from Arizona. I'm one state over. If you haven't checked out the movie Battleground with myself, it would be titled under James Spence. Give it a watch and you'll understand the reference.
Yeah.
Was I in that one?
No, you were not.
I don't think so.
This was before your time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a classic.
Before I was born.
Yeah. It's a classic.
Yeah, before you were born. I mean, even though that I'm assuming you've got to be older than Matt. Because I know your age, but Matt has a baby face.
I think I'm older than everyone.
You're not older than me. I know that much.
I did just have a birthday recently.
Older than him.
Yeah.
He did.
I'm 48.
And I don't believe that for a
You
second.
can tell by the bags under my eyes. No, I'm not 48. I feel like I'm 48 with my job.
And then you
Soon
stand
He's a
up.
vampire.
Oh yeah.
We saw the Blumhouse.
Because Nicky, you're 27 or 28 if I remember correctly.
Nah, just a little younger.
No, Nicky. I mean, Nicky.
Me? Oh yeah, I'm 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28.
You are older than me.
Devin, I think, is just a little younger than that. Not by much, though.
So I turned 25 yesterday or 2 days ago. No, 3 days
Devin,
ago.
are you around the same age or younger? I would assume. I'd either say if you're the same age, it's close. If not, you're way younger.
I'm a lot younger.
A lot younger. There you go.
Okay,
a lot
hold
younger,
on.
but he's over 18, so he's allowed to be here.
Hold on. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Are you allowed?
Yeah.
Are you legally able to drink?
No. Even if he was, he probably wouldn't, though, right?
So he's between 18 and 21. 18 and 20.
The important thing is that you're 18, so that way COPPA or COPA, whatever you want to pronounce it, doesn't go after my ass and try to find me $42,000.
Yeah,
Yes.
he can do what he wants.
Thank God I don't live in a
Go
totalitarian country like that.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, so if we violate any COPPA rules, I'm gonna be the one getting fined because it's under all my information. So
well,
Okay,
forward
so
to that.
let's talk about ISIS.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
let's talk
So-
about Hitler.
Onderon in Clone Wars, capital city.
It's like fuck,
So-
Mary kill Stalin,
so-
Hitler, or Bill Cosby.
Yep.
how about none of
There
those?
you
Greg,
Have none of those?
go ahead with your Taliban talk, or ISIS talk. This is what I have to say to that.
Taliban?
Bye.
Remember when Rocky teamed up with them in Rocky? Not
That's
Rocky. I'm
racist.
sorry, Rambo teamed up with them in Rambo 3. It's okay.
He did. Yep. I'm going to defeat the Russians before they interfere with elections.
It was after the Cold War.
It was the Cold War. Let's get that shit straight. That was the Cold War.
I don't know. We weren't a part of it.
So Matt, I know you've got some serious issues with this. Let's talk about our Lord and Master, the Mouse himself. His
Oh,
Yeah.
his Darth Vader stepping away, and we got somebody else. I know you've got some feelings with this.
Yeah, I do. So, I guess I can do the whole brief thing. So, as you all know, Robert Iger is no longer the CEO. He's still involved until his contract ends. He's the chairman. He's still the most powerful man at Disney for another year. Uh, but he stepped down as CEO, and now Bob Chapek, not Chapek or whatever others say, or Chapek, it's Bob Chapek, is running the show. And for those who might know who he is, you would recognize his name if you're into the theme parks and whatnot. He ran all the theme parks. Yep, hail the mouse for now. But he did all that stuff. He had some involvement with products, film, whatnot. And to be clear, he is probably a good fit for this, position because he was, getting his hands into, not Hydra. He was getting his hands into everything. He was getting his hands into film industry, products, toys, theme parks, whatever. So he probably has more experience than, anybody else they considered. No, you don't want to get Kevin Feige in there because, Kevin Feige does the movie side of it. He doesn't really do the toys. He doesn't really do theme parks because unlike Star Wars, I don't think the Marvel lands are going to be connected to the movies in any way as far as like the timeline goes. And Kathleen Kennedy is not the right person because she's a producer and does the movies and whatnot. So Bob Chapek was probably the best fit. The reason I do not like him is because of how he handled the theme parks. Attendance has been down. He's been raising the prices, and I understand every year prices have raised, but he raised them more than what other people that were in charge of the theme parks have in the past. And he's also taken away, he was taking away people's jobs from the theme parks, like the people who dress up in character or whatnot. He wanted to take all that out completely, which would result in less jobs, and put in more robots, animatronics, whatnot. Which is not a great decision. Yeah, we got Galaxy's Edge. Pretty cool. But what can you do in there other than ride 2 rides unless you have money? Because if you go there and you don't have a whole lot of money, you're not going to have a whole lot to do. You can either wait in line on Smuggler's Run for a few hours, or you can try to show up at like 4:30 in the morning and get on Rise of Resistance, which would be worth it.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a whole lot to do there. Toy Story had like 3 rides. They brought 1 over, so technically 3, but they had 2. Not a whole lot you can do there. I will give him credit for doing Pandora, but I think that was being worked on before he was involved, so fuck him for that. But that was good, but I just don't like him because of how he handled everything with the theme parks. And I assume the guy who's doing the Disney World stuff, who worked at Disneyland before, he's going to probably take over the theme parks. If he does, that's great because he actually goes and hangs out with everybody walking around the parks. Bob Chapek is more of the CEO that's like, I care about the money regardless of what people think. If it's going to make more money, that's all I care about. People could be pissed off, but if I'm making more money,
bottom line
that's all I
Bob.
care about. Right, yeah. So, at least Bob Iger seemed to care, or gave that impression of caring about people that went to see the movies and whatnot. But Chapek hasn't given that off to me, or he tries to, but he's bad at it. And also, at the whole convention at D23, he made this big thing about Target and Disney teaming up to sell products.
Yeah.
So I just don't like the guy.
He's a merchandiser more than anything. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He's handling. If you look at some of the worst failed parks that are around there, his name is somewhere on the list. There's a guy called Bright Sun Films who does a lot of stuff called Abandon, and when he goes through the history, his name comes up all the time because every thing that he's been into, it's always the same thing. They raise prices, they reduce stuff, and then it closes.
Right, and to be fair, before the last year or two, attendance was going up regardless of the price. The tickets were going up quite a bit, and people were still going. He just raised it to the point to where it was too much for people, and now it's dropped off. That's
Well,
why they're doing.
You know what's bad when Make a Wish has to do a you need to go GoFundMe page to be able to take some
Yeah.
kids there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, like with the whole Disney thing though.
Let's
like
make
I
one
said,
for us.
right there you go. Like listen, I'm sure I'm not going to be invited by Disney to go anywhere anytime soon if we ever got to that type of level where we could get like, hey, go to Disney for this. I'm probably not going to get that at all. Bob Chapek will probably not like me because I don't like
You don't
him.
like the replacement. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him.
He'll find this post, and then all of our invitations will get lost in the mail.
But I mean,
his opinions don't reflect ours.
right? And is he a good businessman? Technically, yes. However, he doesn't have what I think a CEO should have. That's in charge of Disney, which is he's got to be charismatic for one. Because Bob Iger, he's 71 years old. He looks like he's 40.
He's the best.
But it's crazy how good he looks. I mean, you would think Disney would be like running, the country in, him being president of the United States, but it's not.
People say he's gonna run.
Well, I mean,
I
don't think the Prince of England would be begging to get his wife a job if it was freaking Chapek versus Iger, like he was with Iger.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and I mean, watch Bob Iger runs for president, becomes president. He's going to look even younger.
Well,
rather than looking older when he's done.
Speaking of that, do you put any credence into the fact that people were suggesting, and he was avoiding the question when they said, "Are you going to be running as Bloomberg's second?" And he refused to answer that. I'm like,
he's got to win the primary.
I'm like, oh,
I don't think Iger's going to do that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think he would run either independent or even Republican. I kind of get that vibe.
Yeah.
I don't get the Democrat, being a Democrat.
He's gonna wait
or
till
whatever.
next
I don't
election.
get that vibe. Yeah.
No, that's why it was weird, because when someone asked him that, he refused to answer. I'm like, oh.
So,
right. And
Bloomberg doesn't even have the nomination yet.
Yeah, and Bloomberg
He
wants Clinton to be his running mate. He wants to
may not even get it.
which he'll lose.
Ow, that hurts.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of what people may think of Clinton or not, she'll if she is his running mate, he'll lose.
Do you think
there's just so many people that don't like him?
Do you think his replacement will potentially, since you said that he's more of a merchandising guy, do you think that potentially means that, unlike Iger, that he'll defer more to the creative experts? So when like a movie like Solo is being developed, they want to push it back to December. He actually lets them, as opposed to Iger's like, no, we got to get this in under the gun in May. We got to get this out there now.
No, it just means more Baby Yoda dolls are going to be sold.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he won't. I think he'll try to go for what they announce, because clearly Galaxy's Edge, as an example, that wasn't ready by the time it actually was open to the public. It clearly needed, it needed to be worked on a little more. So I don't think so. I think he's also going to be like, we got to hit the date. He might actually change dates a little more than Iger. He might, but I also think he'll also get his hands into some of the actual movies too and stuff, based on what he thinks people want to see. And look, I'm rooting for him, even though I don't like him. I'm rooting for him because I like a lot of the Disney stuff. You know what I mean? I like Star Wars. I like the Marvel stuff. I like the Pixar. I like all their stuff normally. Now you get your Wrinkle in Time, Nutcracker, and whatever realms, that shitfest. You get those type of movies. So, I mean, but still, they usually make more good than bad. So I'm rooting for him to continue that and continue to make more good movies.
And Disney's success elevates the rest of the industry.
Right.
So, the other studios need to do more. Like, they need to do different things. Sony right now has been doing different things that Disney won't do.
It's just more of a personal hatred towards the guy and how he runs the business and whatnot. If he ran it better, then I'd be like, oh yeah, totally, this makes sense. But I just haven't liked how he ran the theme parks in a sense, and I think the amount of people dropping year by year reflects that. And I mean, it's not like 10% of the people dropped. I mean, it's not like 10 or 20%. It's like 3% dropped from last year to this year type thing.
Yeah, but when you're talking about a multi-billion-dollar industry, you're talking
it's
about
still a lot.
Yeah, you're talking about like $100 million worth of drops, and when ticket prices are only a couple hundred per person, it's the numbers. You know, it's not so much that they're down so much, but they're down like 10,000 entries per week or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and you could tell that they know there's something, like they knew there was something wrong with the theme parks, whatnot, when at the beginning of the year they're offering discounts basically for the entire year, and they usually don't offer summer discounts until a few months later, depending on how many people are going and whatnot. So they're trying to be like, guys, come, please, come on.
Or if it's Europe Disneyland.
Right, and I mean, it could just be this year. It's going to be down no matter what because next year is the 50th anniversary of Disney World. So maybe that's why, at least on that area, it's dropped more because people are going to want to save their money because a lot of stuff is opening up next year. But it's still kind of telling when they're having all these discounts, not even like a week after the new year. So I don't know. I just don't like Bob Chapek, but I mean, he might be brilliant for the job. He might be perfect for what Disney needs as far as the screw what people think. Let's go for what's going to make the money, which, you know, might equal quality, but we'll see.
In Disney's defense, they've only made an extra 197% on last year, which was the highest year ever. So, I mean, you know how hard it is to heat like $19 billion mansions? They need the money. They're suffering there. So I think we need to help them.
They need their 50. They need their 50 for sure.
I mean, in all fairness, they've only got about 78% of the monopoly when it comes to blockbuster films. Let's get them to 80.
Right. Yeah, I mean, spending $72 billion on Fox is gonna, drop what they have at the moment. So they're, you never know.
And then whatever James Cameron is spending on Avatar.
Yeah, maybe we'll get Avatar 2 by the time Bob Chapek retires.
Which I have to admit, I was actually a fan of Avatar. I still am. It's a go back to me.
You into the tail stuff?
Huh?
I mean,
he's into the tail stuff. That's why you liked it.
Oh yeah,
if they're gonna do a Pandora themed theme park, it should just be in a warehouse where everyone puts on the virtual reality goggles. They put you on a treadmill, and then you're running around like that. Because otherwise,
it's kind of what they do on one of the rides.
Well, I mean,
because you go through this building.
You can join your tail with anyone that you want. I'm not going to stop that.
Need consent.
Well, you don't have to consent because if that's what he did, he didn't really do it to the tree. He just went, bam, there you go, tree.
Yeah, exactly. Sigourney Weaver's the tree apparently now. True. So you can join your tail with Sigourney Weaver.
I mean, I'd fuck a tree for Sigourney Weaver. I mean,
giggity. And to that comment, I have one word: giggity.
Oh yeah, giggity. But no, to be fair, regardless if you like Avatar or not, the theme, the Pandora part of Disney World is absolutely amazing. Yeah. I'll say that. I love it.
Well, it looks better. It looks better in 4K.
Oh yeah, true.
I don't know.
Soon they have 8K.
I do want to go back to a topic. By the way, this was Matt has spoken. We're gonna now make that a topic of every show. Matt can just pick a topic and rant for 10 minutes.
It grinds my gears.
Hey, Matt, I don't know if you noticed this while you were talking, but watch.
Oh, I saw.
Nicky and Devin. This is funny.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, I saw them.
I don't know why, but that just cracks me up.
This is the way.
I'm rooting for Bobby, but don't like.
Speaking of which, so you brought it up that this is the way. We have the Mandalorian helmets. Now, Juan Carlos Esposito made some comments saying that there will be epic lightsaber battles in Mandalorian Season 2. Now, what do you make of that? Because I immediately thought...
I think he meant to say epic black lightsaber battles. I think that's what he meant to say.
Because there are 2 Mandalorians out there, or there's 1 Mandalorian out there that we know confirmed has a lightsaber.
Right.
Somebody from animation. Sabine Wren. At the end of Rebels, she has Ezra's lightsaber.
They've already made a thing that they're not connected.
Have they?
Yes, it's the Mandalorian is not connected directly to any other TV show. It's the first TV show, no matter whether it's animated or anything. I know. It was introduced there, but they're taking homage or whatever you want to call it, a homage, or I don't know. However,
I think you're going to get some animated characters because they say, even though I don't believe,
I think we will too.
Even though I don't believe,
I agree. You're going to get some animated characters. It's like how Harley Quinn was introduced in Batman the Animated Series and comes into movies. They're not the same universal portrayal. You're going to get that. Same with the black lightsaber and all that, especially with the history of it. I mean, that goes back freaking bloody thousands of years.
All the way to Tar Vizsla, the first Mandalorian Jedi.
Yeah, back when it was just at Mando's and all that. Yeah.
But they did say everything was connected. It may not.
I don't believe them.
Yeah, everything is connected, but the TV shows.
Because they're going to retcon.
No. I don't think that's true. I think that needs to be fact checked.
Pablo said that as far as like the books, comics, whatnot, because he was asked, "Hey, is the books and stuff still canon?" He said, "Yeah, it's all canon, unless it affects the movies and TV shows."
Yes. Okay. I'm not talking about the books because that's where they constantly draw on stuff. That's the reason why we're going to get Thrawn coming into it. As well, sometime in the future. So,
like, they're just not.
I still think Rebels and Resistance and Clone Wars, it's still all connected. I don't. Yeah, because Filoni's not going to say like, "Oh, this stuff doesn't matter to the show." I think
because they're not going to say Clone Wars doesn't really have anything to do with it. Why they're still promoting the Clone Wars series going on. I agree with that.
You're going to have much connection to it, but it's all in the same universe. But I still think there is a shot you can have some characters popping up.
It's going to be connected like the Netflix MCU was connected to the MCU. That's how it's going to be.
I think you have a good point there.
Yeah, but I think with Filoni, because I think he's running the TV division. I think that's all him. I don't think.
They don't have an overhead. That's the whole problem. Unlike where you've got the figurehead of everything else, they're their own separate thing. They're their own separate. There's no one that to confer between the two. There's no Kevin Feige of the Star Wars thing to be able to connect the TV and that, except for
Favreau, Filoni, Deborah Chow. They're like the big anchorheads of this TV division because Deborah Chow is going to do all of Obi-Wan apparently.
Right, but I mean, look, it's Filoni. If he wants to put in like Ahsoka, he's going to put Ahsoka in. I mean,
he's the story guy.
He loves Ahsoka. Like,
I'm saying storylines are going to be different to what they've been in the animated series. Because Ahsoka's definitely coming because she was literally probably the most popular character that was created for it.
Right. But I think Sabine could pop up though.
They're not going to.
I don't know.
Okay, listen. We know that kind of Mandalorian, for lack of better terms, is in its own little. Here's a Doctor Who reference. Its own little pocket universe. It's in the bigger universe, but it's in its own, for lack of better. There you go, Grant. Shout out to Doctor Who. That is one of my favorite shows on TV. But it
Season 12 sucks. Sorry.
I don't disagree with you on that. But is it possible that maybe, yes, we know the Jedi between Episode 6 and Force Awakens, there's, the gap where Mandalorian takes place. Is it possible that maybe we see Gray Jedi? The Gray Order? I don't either, but...
They're Gray Jedi, they're just not a Jedi. They're like Ahsoka.
Right, but... just to kind of, give it something.
That were trained by Anakin?
For lack of a better term. I hear what you're saying.
So is it possible that maybe they show up, or you never know, the Mandalorians could have been out, doing a mission and bam, they found one and learned how to use it.
Well, the reason I think that when he says, go back to what Juan Carlos said is about the, epic lightsaber battles, is for a lightsaber battle to, really be epic, there needs to be another person with a lightsaber. So Juan Carlo can't just be swinging a lightsaber around, hacking people to bits. That's why I said Sabine, because, she's already a Mandalorian and she already has a lightsaber. And that's one of the things people were complaining about was that the helmet taking off thing, that this is the way we can't take our helmets off. Mandalore as a culture itself is fractured. Like the Mandalorians are all over the galaxy, just hiding out. We just saw this one clan, so I think season 2 is going to be him discovering that there's more than one way to be a Mandalorian.
Right.
And I mean, no, though they were in the helmets, you didn't know they're not just a race either.
Yeah,
They started off
Right.
as a race, and then they became an amalgamation.
and that's bringing
Okay.
Boba Fett back to
Yeah.
Mandalore.
Okay. Okay, here's one. Do we hear Baby Yoda speak this season 2?
No,
No,
Not yet. I think it's gonna be
No, 'cause
towards
he's
the end
only
of the
50.
show.
Will we ever hear him speak?
no.
Towards the end
no,
of the
because
show,
he's only 50. So
I
I
think
mean,
they-
unless they do a time jump.
Well, no, I'm talking because I read somewhere, I don't remember who posted it, but there was a article I read the other day that says they're running 7 seasons of Mandalorian, which is great. I mean,
Right.
I've gone back and watched Mandalorian from start to finish multiple
Yeah.
times.
Well,
That
if
makes me
they
nervous
do,
for Lost.
right, and
Because
if
Lost
they do 7 seasons,
and then they expanded it.
right. But if they do 7 seasons, though, I could see maybe at the end of season 6 they do it. I could potentially see like in the last episode or whatever, or you could have like I don't know, Batman versus Superman with the Flash though reaching the future. It's like like towards the end, it's a cliffhanger for season 7.
As I said,
where
I
it's
can
like,
I
Luke
can see
Skywalker's
I
the
can see
way. He's the key.
a jump. Yeah.
Raise the key.
Oh,
But
I
hear me
love
out though.
those. I love those.
As they
two, by
say,
the way.
this is the Ray.
This is the ring.
Oh,
No,
damn.
Devin
so,
didn't say much, but his prop game is on point.
Hashtag hail the mouse.
so okay, let's say Sabine isn't in there at all, and we don't have that whole thing with the lightsaber fight.
Mhm.
This is what 5 years after Jedi.
You can see
Is
the
it? I thought it was a little past that, but
It's
it
fine.
could-
But
five.
point being, so we're after
No,
Jedi.
it was 5
We
years since the
know-
last battle. They said.
Right,
So
so
I
it'd
don't think it was when-
it'd be about
yeah.
5 years then. It'd be about
Yeah,
5
Yeah.
years.
which is
So-
for
I think
For
he said
argument's
5
sake.
years after Endor, but
for
was
argument's
the
sake, we'll
But I
just
mean,
say
it's-
5 years. Just for argument's sake,
We'll
just
just say 5
leave it.
years. So it's 5 years later, right?
Okay.
Is when it takes place. And
So
I'm
it's
assuming
it's
it might
it's
even be
5 year
another
plus
year.
BOE. All right,
Right.
so we can work
So it's
that.
about 5 years. We'll say 5 years.
Yeah, for argument's
and
sake.
we know from the Last Jedi, Force Awakens, Luke is training Jedi.
Mhm.
Maybe when they say that, we have one of those Jedi, or people that are becoming Jedi, so Padawans. Or maybe towards the end, let's say they're all like, they're about to die or whatever, and then Luke appears. Maybe.
yeah. So
Maybe
Okay.
that's the
That's-
epic fight. And
you
he
bring up an
just
interesting
absolutely kills
point.
him.
how much
'cause, I
time
mean,
passes
maybe-
during the show? Because he
Say-
was on the Sanctuary planet for like a month, apparently.
Mhm.
Because
I
they're
mean, it
like,
could have
you've
been
been
like
Yeah.
a year.
good life.
Like the show could
Yeah,
have
I
taken
think
place
I think they
a
stated
year,
each
half a
season
month.
is a year. From
they
what
wanna
I
keep
can
it.
remember, someone saying
Right.
that if they would. I
I
don't
mean-
like the idea of doing 7 seasons.
I don't either. No, I don't either. I think
It-
you can do other
Yeah.
stuff.
If they
'Cause,
have a
I mean-
plan, though, then
If
they
they
have a
probably
plan.
figured it out.
be right
that
back.
7 would be the best. Because
I think they're gonna
like-
do like 3 more seasons than movies.
I mean, they could.
I don't
but
want to see
you would-
movies. I don't
but,
want
I
to see
mean, it's-
movies.
It's like
I mean,
Next
but
Generation.
It's Filoni.
You're like, it's too good.
Right, but I mean, it's Filoni. I mean, like if he was that guy that's like, oh, we're just gonna do more as we go on, and if he didn't plan it out before it started, Rebels probably could have had 6, 7 seasons. You know, Resistance probably could have gotten a 3rd or 4th season because those shows get enough viewers to get
Always
another
wants more.
season. So I have a feeling he planned it out beforehand. So he probably had an idea. Him and
Yeah,
Favreau
you're right.
probably just went like, okay, this is the perfect amount. Oh, this is the perfect amount. It all, you know, it can all happen in 7 seasons.
Yeah, you want to see him?
And there's
She
Copa
heard
going
you were
after me.
talking about the Mandalorian, and she started saying, "This is the way. This is the way."
Hello there.
He said it. This is the bit, apparently.
But I mean, there we go. But no, we I'm sure they had everything planned out. I'm sure 7 seasons fits what they're going for. If they didn't think that 7 or if they thought they could get it done in 3 seasons, 4 seasons, they probably would have done it then. but
I'm just
trust
worried about
Filoni
quality
in
of
the
it.
sense of-
How many good series have started off where the first season was awesome, second season was better, and then it starts to go down?
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the only way is up for here right now.
right.
Because
But,
season one,
if, like, take Breaking Bad, for example, technically 6 seasons, even though they're like,
Yeah.
5A, 5B. I mean, it got better and better and better as it goes on. So it's not like it's impossible.
That's more the exception than the rule, I would say.
Right, but
Because I don't know a lot of seasons that have done that.
Right.
season
but
one
anything.
almost felt like a tryout for Mandalorian, though. Like it almost felt like
Right.
a tryout because the
Right.
episodes weren't really. It was kind of a
Mhm.
mess. Like I love it, but
Yeah.
the way the 8 episodes
fair.
kind of flow, it's
Yeah.
like it almost feels like they're trying stuff out and seeing like, okay, what
Seeing
do
what
fans
sticks.
like? What do fans gravitate towards, and what are we going to see
Yeah.
more of in the
Yeah, because
It's
you,
like,
you
can
know,
Bryce Dallas Howard actually direct? Is it good? All
Right.
right, let's put her on for another one. Is this one
Right.
good? Everyone like Jon Favreau? Let's get him
Yeah.
in start to finish. All right, we've got that locked in. We know that. All right, now let's work on the
Right.
next 6.
yeah.
Cara
and
Dune get
you,
more
you know that they had no idea Baby Yoda was going to do or be as big as it
No.
ended
Oh,
up
yeah.
being.
Oh, of course
they
they
probably
did.
had
They
no
hoped.
idea. I mean, they knew it was going to be big, but not to the point to where like they're going to do Hot Toys and the website crashes like literally 20 seconds after launching the
That hit
pre-order.
I mean,
like that
and the fact of the matter is, it's a toy that doesn't even have a name.
True. So, and
Yeah,
I
just
think
Baby
we're going to get a name. We're going to get a name season 2.
End of season 2.
Yeah,
It'll
at
be
the
like
end.
yeah,
I think it's going to be
it'll
the
be like
little cliffhanger.
Yondu. Just
Yodeling.
it'll be like, wait, Yondu? I've heard that one
Yodeling.
before. And he starts
Okay.
whistling, and you're like, wait, what?
Okay.
And his ears start pointing upwards.
Does
Oh,
Mando
blue.
name him? Does Mando name him?
Oh, yes. I'll say I think they're going to have a name at the start. I could see him naming him maybe first episode. But then I could see maybe they find where he came from. And then, I don't know, you have,
That's
the
interesting.
Yoda and like the, wife beater shirt with his old beard and then a beer in his
He
hand
did.
walking out. It's like,
Yes.
he walks out and goes, Yuckle, or whatever.
Here I
Some
am.
weird name.
I'll come with you. I am. Your name is Bob.
Whoa.
If his name's Bob, he should be the next person to take over Disney then.
Right.
Devin
Yeah.
just said, "Where's Yaddle?" Like she
Yaddle.
mysteriously disappeared after
Well-
episode 1.
She's looking for her,
Well, I mean,
her kid.
that's the whole point. That from what we know of the species, everyone that we've heard has a Y name. So
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. That's another
There
one.
you go.
Yeah.
Crazy theory. Here we go. The reason why we don't see Yaddle in episode 2 and 3 is because they had Baby Yoda, but
Exactly.
he cannot have kids as a Jedi. So he's like,
Snuck
you
off.
need to go hide. Boom. There we go.
Yoda was a hypocrite.
Damn.
Makes sense.
Matt coming in
Well,
with
Yaddle
the-
was
They didn't
Yaddle
think we would notice,
female?
but we did.
Or
As far as we know.
Episode,
It's
as far
just-
as we
yeah.
It's just like Avengers, the first one.
Of the species.
This man's
And-
playing
and-
Galaga.
Yoda could be
You
the
didn't
I
think
mean,
we would notice?
Here's the thing.
That's what we did.
Is Yoda actually a male? Because I know when my grandmother got old, she had the same sort of white, the white hair
I
out of her
understand
nose
so.
and out of a beard. It didn't have a Yoda didn't have a beard, but had those little thin hairs. Like, so I think maybe Yoda might be a woman.
I'm
Just
gonna
going
assume
through.
Yoda's a dude. Okay, I
I'm
mean,
gonna-
I don't think we have to see Dick and Balls to know that it was a guy. Okay.
And
Wow.
there's
I don't know.
It was my childhood.
Oh,
I mean,
make it work.
we have to remember Nicky is 13.
Oh my
so- Nicky, did you
Well, no,
understand
Nicky.
that
Okay,
reference?
here's the thing, Nicky. We can talk about it because they're coloured. You said you're fine with a blue version of that. Maybe a green version is just as
I
fine.
said blue people were cool. I
Come
didn't say that I was into it.
Wow.
No, I didn't say that you're into it, but you said it was fine. If blue dong's
Fine.
fine,
You
so
wanna
then
be blue,
Yoda's
be
green dong, if it exists, is fine.
You want to be blue, be blue. You want to be green. You want to be purple?
Don't say purple.
Okay.
I hate purple people. You know my prejudice.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? Thanos was right.
Remember, Grant is the purple people leader.
There you go.
Oh, God. I go down on a purple person once, and that name sticks. I can never get rid of it.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, this episode took a turn to the
So,
dark side.
when
Oh,
Yoda-
yes, I made that
When
comment.
Yoda said, or not Yoda said, but when they mentioned like search for Baby Yoda's people,
Yeah.
do you think this means Force users or actually that species? Because me myself, I thought I take that as more finding other Force users. Because I
I
think it's
I thought
was in danger.
species.
See,
Yeah,
I didn't. I went with Nicky. I thought they were talking about Force users.
that's what I would
thought they
say.
were talking. I thought they were talking about Jedi because
Henceforth,
They would've-
Force users.
but
Evil
not
Force-
necessarily like the Force users. But I mean, the Sith are Force users. I don't think they're going to be searching for them.
And Ahsoka's a
Um,
Force
I think-
user, not a Jedi.
Well, it's just in general.
Yeah.
If they were
Yeah.
talking Force users, though, I would assume they would have said Jedi, because I mean they know what Jedi are because
Is
of
there a
Luke,
race
and
called people called Jedi?
Yeah.
yeah. So
How
if
do I-
they would have said we gotta
Uh,
find the Jedi,
somebody, somebody
Figures
known
of
as
Speech.
Figures of Speech is in the chat. What's up?
How do you know that?
Wait,
Wait.
Papa West coming in. Apparently
Oh.
there is a conversation.
Don't say that. Don't.
That could be
don't ruin my
Legends
theory.
or New Canon,
Don't
which
ruin
is
my
also
theory,
not
Jacob.
canon.
Apparently,
Don't ruin my theory.
apparently there's a chat conversation going in the chat. That leads into that. Leads
Don't
into
ruin my
that.
theory. Don't ruin my theory.
Apparently, Figures of Speech. Welcome to the chat. Don't know who you are, but that's okay. Welcome to After Dark. Apparently, this is the Matt Beer Show. No,
Don't you listen to him. Yaddle's still alive, all right, darling? Yeah, you're right.
Justice
You've
for
upset her
Yaddle.
now.
There's a baby here, okay?
And
Don't
you've
say that.
upset Matt. Ugh.
Right, yeah, you're
There you
upsetting
go,
me.
Matt. You're
My theory.
right. Good lad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that, since we're talking movies and so forth, and franchises, I want to jump franchises here. Do you think in Fast 9 we will actually see justice for Han?
No.
No, it's not really Han.
Dom Toretto forgives
It's gonna be a
everyone.
clone. There you go. It's gonna wake up in a hospital bed in a coma, and that's how it
Yep.
ends.
So you think
and
it's
then
Han?
they're gonna play the trailer for Bloodshot.
Oh yeah, I
I
love
have-
Bloodshot. Memories.
I have
made of this.
no doubt about that.
That
No, you're gonna. It's gonna end. It's gonna be a cliffhanger. Vin Diesel laying in a hospital bed,
Give me a second,
and
I'll be
then
back.
it's gonna lead into the next movie, which is about him finding his family. That's why he's
He's
talking about
gonna-
it being 2 parts.
He's gonna throw a car at Guy Pearce.
Yeah, there we go. Guy
But
Pearce.
do you think? Okay, Grant brought up an interesting point. Do you think that's really Han?
Yes.
I think so. Although I mean, this franchise is so fucking ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if it is like a clone. Because
You
I
know
mean, it's gonna go to space in
I
the
have a
next
prediction.
one.
I have.
Post-credit scene.
Okay,
Post-credit scene. Gal Gadot shows back up. She's alive too.
that I don't agree with. I think she's
No. I
going
can
to
see
be
it.
dead. It's
She's a big
possible.
actress now.
If
She's a
Shaw's
much
alive,
bigger actress.
Because that
Yeah.
other guy fell farther than she did.
because Luke Evans
Yeah.
fell and he fell farther. So if he survived, then Gal Gadot should survive. She's Amazonian.
Right.
Come on.
I mean, and she's a much bigger name now too, so I
Yeah,
could see them wanting to get her in because you could bring in the people that maybe didn't know she was in the movies because they didn't see
She
the
was an
Fast and Furious
afterthought.
movies that are DC fans.
That's
So,
true.
I mean,
I
I could see it.
I like that point. That's a great point.
I mean,
They're
gonna reincarnate people eventually. In
I
that thing.
personally like these movies. I think they're just stupid popcorn fun.
Yeah. I mean,
just
they're
like
fine.
just like going back to our horror chat or conversation earlier, I
Yeah.
personally loved the Saw movies. They're just stupid, gory fun.
Right.
Can't wait for the next one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
next
know.
one looks good.
Spiral. Chris Rock. I mean, come
I hope
on.
it's good. I hope it's good.
Chris Rock
It
producing his-
looks
Sign me up.
it looks interesting as hell, and I like the fact
Yeah.
it's not focusing on Jigsaw himself or whoever.
It's like the
Yeah.
cult.
It's more the cop version of it, so it might have
Right.
more like a 7 feel.
Right.
It
And,
looks like True Detective meets Saw.
right.
That's a great.
I-
I
that's
love
a
Sam Jackson's line in the trailer. It's like, "We playing games, motherfucker." You know,
Like-
because it's you want to play a game. It's a spin on that. Yeah.
right.
like I like
I
the
just
idea.
hope. I just hope because of how the trailer ends, where it's Chris Rock in the actual bathroom or whatever it was, like chained up. I hope it's not one of those movies where it's like, well, the first half was them trying to figure out who Jigsaw is, but the second half
Yeah.
is them being captured and trying to get out. I don't want it to be like that because then it will basically become just another Saw movie. It looks different enough to where I would go see it. So
I bet that scene's not even in the movie.
watch. He never
This
gets
dude
captured.
just let you know it's Saw.
Wait, hold on. What if it's the beginning of the movie? Like that's the opening scene is him in the bathtub getting out, and then it's him and Sam
Oh, okay.
Jackson trying to figure out who did it sort of thing. More
Somewhere
like
along
a
the way, his partner dies. I guarantee that.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know if they'll do that though. That seems a little too interesting for a Saw movie.
Yeah, but
On
it's
the
Chris
nose
Rock.
a bit.
Wouldn't do this if it wasn't interesting.
True.
I mean,
I gotta see it.
You're throwing shade at James Wan because you think he couldn't do that? I think he could.
Oh, James Wan, that first Saw was amazing. That was
first one's
like
great.
detective drama.
Yeah, the first one's great.
If you want to see something that a lot of people have seen but may not have
Yeah.
seen by the writers of those guys, it's called Repo the Genetic Opera. Basically they started. It's the guys that wrote Saw and helped produce it with James Wan. Basically,
He also did The Invisible Man.
Mm-hmm.
Invisible Man was good.
He does it well. He's affiliated with Blumhouse, so it makes sense. But basically, the gist of it is in the future, elective surgery becomes kind of a common, and people are switching out body parts and shit. Yeah. And if you don't pay your debt, the repo guy shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a full blown like opera. It's really cool the way that they did it, and you can see like the influences from that movie that they have on Saw, like just the color and the way that things look. It's amazing, and it's only like an hour and a half, so it's not real long. Every word is sung. There's no real talking.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, Repo the Genetic Opera, I highly recommend. It is, if you like the way that the original Saw was, even Saw 2, they pull from that. So, okay, Nicky brought up something earlier that I want to jump back to. It's basically, he was talking about when he was a kid that, I'm sorry, it's kind of funny that Spider-Man 2 scared the shit out of him, which at the right age I could understand.
It really did, even the first one. Like Spider-Man 1 and 2. Scary movies.
What movie did that to you guys? Like, what movie like genuinely freaked you the fuck out in a movie theater? I'll go first. Mine, I could be a smart ass here. But no, the first one for me was the Blair Witch Project because I was 11 when that came out. It came out in 99, so I was 11. It just, you weren't. Fuck you, dude.
No, I was like 8. I don't know.
But the movie, like just the way it was shot, and I like the whole found footage feel of it. It was just terrifying.
Found footage was one of those things that was new back then too. I haven't seen a good found footage movie in a while, but we talked about John Cho earlier. Searching. That was one that was.
Yeah, that was great.
Searching is great.
Yeah.
I like how
the different one.
Blair Witch was just not bubble. Like everybody goes back to that.
I love how like Matt and I were discussing behind the scenes how we were going to make this show go to an hour, and we've already crossed the hour mark. Yeah,
really?
we're already just, and I honestly, Sue Breath hasn't said we have to get off, so let's just keep talking.
We go as long as we want. As far as the movie that freaked me out, though, I gotta be honest, how like my family was whatnot. We didn't go to the movies a whole lot until I guess the last 10 years or whatever. So if we went to the movies, we saw like the prequels to Star Wars. We saw like Spider-Man, movies like that, and like we saw movies like that, Indiana Jones, whatnot. So I didn't really see anything that freaked me out. Yeah. And maybe it's just me, but I did see that Spider-Man 2 in there. That didn't really freak me out all that much. I don't know. Maybe I was just like right. I mean, and it was pretty loud too, but it that never really freaked me out. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't like that's a hilarious moment, but I was just I was like, oh, that's pretty violent, but whatever, I'm all right. I saw Saving Private Ryan.
The nails on the floor. There's this one
Oh,
lady that's being
ugh.
dragged, and she has her nails like on the floor, and they're like
Right.
scratching. Like, and it's just the way that the score is just like there's no score in that
That's
scene.
great.
It's just you're hearing the screams and the
Yeah.
sound of Doc Ock's arms just ripping the people to shreds. And there isn't much blood in the scene. It's just one of those examples that I say that you can make a
Yeah.
good horror movie that's PG-13. Like people are
Yeah.
worried about Doctor Strange too, that they were saying that they're just using horror as a selling point, but they can make a legitimately scary movie. Jaws was rated PG when it came out, and
Yeah.
you can't tell me that Jaws isn't a scary movie when that came out.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of dated, but
I
it's
mean,
scary.
look
It
at
wouldn't
like
be PG
The
now, though.
Conjuring. I mean,
No,
Conjuring never
with all the
scared
blood
me
it'd be
per
on.
se, but I mean, there are moments in The Conjuring and then Insidious and whatnot, not rated R, but they can do things like that. And like speaking of Spider-Man 2 and Doctor Strange 2, they're like obviously on like SCN and whatnot, there's some people like, I don't know if Sam Raimi's perfect for this movie, because I just don't know, he might be too goofy, whatever. Spider-Man 2, I think, is a perfect example of how he can pull off Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, it has a little cheese at times,
And they
but
even mentioned Doctor
it's
Strange.
not really that cheesy. Yeah, like they mentioned Doctor Strange, which is kind of funny.
Pretty good.
But it isn't like the cheesy, like it's not like Spider-Man 1. It's more, that fits more in like today's day and age than say, like the first Spider-Man. Like it would almost fit perfect in MCU. It'd be a little darker, but it would fit in. Like a little darker for MCU.
I mean, as long as he doesn't say, "Hey, I need to talk to you. I'm going to throw a car through a cafe window at you," I think it would be fine. Yeah.
Right, but I mean, like he can pull it off. But there is one movie that it didn't like freak me out. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, but it did make me like clinch a little bit. Was A Quiet Place, the scene where she's like at the stairs where we have the nail. That scene right there. That's about as close to what like you went through with Spider-Man 2 as I've been, because like
I thought the same
coming
scene in Home Alone was worse when Harry stepped on it.
True. Yeah, I mean that hurt, but it was more of like the tone of what the scene was.
And the fact that she couldn't like scream or let out the pain, and you could just see it.
Yeah. Just that whole scene with that, and then her giving birth to the kid or whatever.
Oh my god, yeah.
That whole thing, yeah. That's probably the closest. And I saw that alone because I worked at a theater at the time when that came out, so I had to watch the movies, make sure it worked, whatnot. So even then, like, I didn't have everybody else around me going, oh my god. So I think that was like the perfect, I guess,
cringe, uncomfortable
time
moment
to see it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because you knew, something bad was going to happen.
Yeah.
And you just, like there's nothing you could do. So it's like, oh my god. But yeah, that's about the closest I've gotten.
Yeah, I definitely.
Devin,
my one's not as visceral, but I was a teenager, I think, and I first saw Jeepers Creepers. And at that stage, I hadn't really watched a lot of horror, so the genre was relatively new to me. And with Justin Long's character, you're like, okay, so he's going to get away, blah blah. And then when he didn't at the end, and that last scene when the record's skipping and he's sewing up and he's got no eyes, and it's just whatever reason it haunted me. And then we were at my auntie's place, and I was staying at my mum's place, and there was a huge long stretch of road with a little bit of water either side of it, like that. And then there was this truck that was behind us that had lights. I couldn't see the truck, but in my head, I remember clearly it looked like the exact same truck that Jeepers Creepers were driving. So it was more so the after effect of what it did afterwards. It wasn't just it freaked me out during that.
That's actually pretty funny.
Still to this day, it's one of the only movies when someone says you want to watch that, I'm like, I'm good. I'm fine.
There's one I was terrified of as a child, and this is gonna sound hilarious because it's a G-rated movie. Beauty and the Beast. I had a poster of the Beast on my wall, and I would have nightmares about the Beast attacking me. I'm like, Mom, we got to take this poster down. It's gonna kill me. So I was afraid of the Beast for some reason. Like, I don't know why.
Return of Jafar. When you first see Jafar and he's all angry and everything, for whatever reason, when I first saw that, I didn't like it. I went, no, I don't want to watch this.
He's so mad.
Yeah.
His
And then speaking of that
eyebrows.
poster,
He was Scottish.
Oh.
Like,
My sister got scared. This kind of goes back
Alright.
to the Disney performers. She got scared by a Jafar Disney performer when we went to Disney World. Like this guy,
Okay.
was like hovering
Uh-huh.
over her, like I'm going to. Yeah, well, it's scary.
it would probably still scarier than the actual Jafar that we got in the live
Yeah.
action.
Oh yeah.
Live action,
Oh yeah.
probably.
He was all right. I mean,
I'm
all right.
going to be
Yeah.
emperor. I am a scary man. Woo.
I think it fit the Guy Ritchie villain type thing,
That's
but it
right.
didn't fit Jafar from Aladdin.
It shouldn't have been Jafar. It should have been another person. Bring Jafar in a later date.
I mean, that could work. But speaking of that poster that Nicky was talking about that gave nightmares or whatever, this was like right around when the Phantom Menace came out. They had, like you remember those things, like the punching toy bag things or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like made the rubber blow up thing. It would kind of
Yeah.
float back up and
Hi,
you
I'm
punch it, and then it float back
Yeah.
up.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
So I had one of Jar Jar, and this was when I was like 4 years old, and I like a month after owning that thing, like my mom was like, she said she was like a room or two away, and she heard like this noise or whatever, like whispers, and I guess I talked in my sleep, or I used to. I got up or whatever, and I guess what she told me was, like I kept saying that in my dreams, or just I kept seeing the thing talking, and then I would respond kind of like Toy Story. It was either a dream or like I was like, oh, I talked to the thing or whatever. So she had to get rid of it because she was afraid I would become dumber and dumber. So yeah, that was
Did you
Alright,
walk
does
again? Mister wants some breakfast, sir.
who does the best Jar
Alright,
Jar
does-
here?
I don't know, but just anybody want to see
I've
something?
never
that
tried until now.
guarantee will
I
make
do impressions, but I can't do that.
Guaranteed
Alright,
to make us
guys,
laugh.
I do Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, I want to
Alright.
make sure that my video. All right.
Armed.
This
Did you
is,
click?
Let's see
Did you
if it
click?
works.
Click share audio before you. Did you click
no,
share audio?
the audio for this doesn't matter. It's just yeah.
Well, if you're gonna do it full screen, it. Don't be that guy. Come
I'm
on.
going. Shut up, bitch.
Don't be that guy that holds his phone vertically.
It's not my.
Hey, it's my dad.
You guys will get kind of a laugh out of this here in a minute.
Is there gonna be a snot bubble?
No, watch. This is from
That's
Fear
Grandma.
Farm. This is a haunted attraction that happens here in Phoenix. About 1 minute into the video, you might see something
That's my
that
dad.
I'll never live down. Just since we're talking horror.
Oh my god, is that you blowing that black guy? Oh, wait, never mind.
No.
I'd be pretty scary.
I'd fit perfect in there because all I have to do is go out there and say, "Hey guys," and everybody would freak out. So we are now a minute in.
Hold
And
on.
it's
You're trying to
just
do it?
paused.
Hold on.
Oh, we missed it. That's how
No.
embarrassing it was. We missed it.
None of us laughed.
That's
Just
my
wait a
house.
minute.
Oh, my old house. But
Is that you there?
That was me in the pink poodle skirt. Yes.
nice.
Okay, you can't say in a pink poodle skirt when it's shot in black and white / night vision.
No, it is a poodle skirt.
I mean, you can call your fashion whatever you want. It's just zombie wear.
Zombie
Yeah.
wear, yeah.
So here, let me see if I'm trying to get the right shot because
So I'm trying to enhance the video from here. It's not working.
damn it, I
Look
always
at-
catch I always catch these people in the shadow.
Then go
So that's
back,
you.
go to your little thing and play it at 0.25% of the time.
The face on the wall is creeping me the fuck out, though. Ugh.
Yeah, why is that wall so happy? It's just a wall. What's he got
Yeah.
happy to do with?
So needless to say, this was me my senior year of high school. Dressed, I had the really weird face torn up, and I grabbed this stick because my chainsaw had broken down. But needless to say, yeah, I would chase people with that.
Yeah,
So-
you're still hotter than Alpha is in Walking Dead, so I wouldn't feel too bad.
Well, I guess I'm. But yeah, needless to say, this is just kind of going with our horror chat. I thought that everybody get kind of a kick out of this. The music.
Wait, horror or horror? Because we mentioned both earlier on. So
Oh well, it could be both. Look, there's your Cheapers
Horror
Creeper.
whores. Which one?
there's
Grant,
a bit
did
of
you
inner
see your
memory
friend?
cleft there.
Grant, did you see your friend?
When I eat someone out,
Savior?
that's the face I make.
Wow. It's funny that Grant talked about Jeepers Creepers and I thought about this video.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'd be scared too. That is not the correct way to freaking start a chainsaw. What an idiot.
I know, right?
No
Did you-
OH&S whatsoever.
There.
Looks like he took some Viagra.
Did it's funny
I took some
watching
Viagra once. Didn't swallow it quick enough. Got a stiff neck.
Okay, Michael
Oh.
Caine. Devin had a horrifying memory other than that, though.
You're talking about horror films.
That's very
I mean,
horrifying.
That guy has the most awesome name. If you lose your cocaine and you want to ask where your cocaine is, everyone thinks you're talking about him. He's like, "Where's my cocaine?"
Do you know I threw my shoulder out using that chainsaw after several years? Like weeks?
Yeah.
Like
Well, maybe because you were swinging and you weren't hitting anything, so you were taking the full brunt on it. If you just hit someone every now and then, it would have taken the weight off the shoulder. Rookie mistake.
no, sometimes you gotta take a swing.
All right, Devin has something horrifying to say.
Oh god,
All right,
Devin.
Devin.
Hold on. Okay, now I'm gonna cut my screen out because I've got to hear this. Hold on. Hold on. Go for it.
So, back to that conversation about the different. The first thing that freaked us out in a movie.
Mhm.
So I don't really have one for movies themselves because
Okay.
the first R-rated movie I saw was The Craft, and I don't remember much from that. But other than that,
Oh, that's a
few years back, for most horror things, like I laugh at what's going on there, mostly at people's reactions. But a couple years back, I was watching a show. It's called Madoka Magica. It was an
Okay.
anime. But like,
Yeah, anime. Yeah.
it by the fourth episode, I just couldn't get through it. It was that freaking weird.
What scared you?
I guess the reality check of a certain scene in the first episode. Anybody who's seen it will probably know what I'm talking about.
I haven't seen it.
A little girl who was the badass of the series got her head cut off or
Aw.
eaten off by a big witch. And then in that same episode, the mentor
I got her head
figure,
right here.
mentioned that all of the other children that were there would eventually become witches as well.
Oh,
Right when you said bite the head off, it said spoilers on the screen, and that just made me laugh.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting used to StreamYards now, so and then Matt's waving around his severed head makes it even better.
But
But no,
Yeah, it delves into dark magic and the surrealism. It's a very not trippy, but surreal. So it's
you've seen it?
it's designed to make you, not all of it. It's designed to make you uncomfortable. So
You've at least
okay.
I didn't have a. I only had the English version, so I prefer to watch it just subbed versus dubbed. So it's the original format. So yeah,
I listen to the dub, but I also have the subtitles on, so I see what they changed.
okay, yeah.
Kind of both at the same time.
Oh, Nicky leading into that.
Right. And then so last week I asked Michael and them from the social guys a question, and I want to ask all of you it too, because we never really got into it. It was just like a laugh and move on. I asked what impressions could they do. So I thought, because I don't know how much time we got left. So I don't know if this is the last thing or if it's in the middle, whatever. But
whatever, it doesn't matter.
Any impressions you guys can do? And if you can you do them?
I can do Jar Jar.
All right, let's hear the Jar Jar.
Go Jar Jar.
Mystical Jar Jar Binks.
Oh my
Mystical
God.
from a servant. It does. It's commanded by the gods. It is.
Oh my
Jar Jar Binks. Mr. Stooge.
No, Mr. Stinky and the Poopy.
Yes, Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgot.
Okay.
You should be
After
honest.
hearing the Jar Jar impression, nobody else do their impressions at all because you're not going to beat that.
Devin does a good
God, that
Bane.
was spot on.
Devin does a really good Bane.
Wait, are we talking animated Bane? Are we talking Bane from Batman and Robin? Or are we okay.
Yeah.
I love how he has to cover his face.
Throwing him out of a plane.
I'll say you have to cover your mouth when you do it
Yeah,
for sure.
See,
Yeah, I
You
like
have
that
to.
he covered his mouth and he said it.
Yeah, do it again.
I actually do a Bane impression myself, but I say it into a cup to get that echo.
Yeah.
You say it into a coffee cup.
Oh, yeah. I have to think of a line in the movie. I haven't seen that
Dude,
movie so long.
if you wanted someone on here that does impressions, you should have got Sandberg on here.
Oh, true.
You could literally do an entire show about it. He did an entire match as Cleveland.
I'd like to get
That's
him
nice.
and Joe Harrison together.
So I can do a few, because
All right, go, Matt.
I practice.
Go.
So like I can do like Goofy, but but I do Goofy singing "Hello" by Adele, or part of it at least. So it's like "Hello from the other side." It's really easy to do it like that. Let me take a drink of my Coke. I do Bernie Sanders, Kermit the Frog.
So that means you could almost do Jordan
Obama,
Peterson
kind
then
of.
if you can do Kermit the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about me?
Right.
You're
I'm going to Kermit suicide. But I,
Clean
Bernie
your
Sanders
room.
is simple. So, but I have to do the whole hand thing too when I do Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
So it's
You
like,
got it.
but
It's required.
so it's like, let me get a drink real quick.
We're gonna put Matt on the spot.
I'm not gonna look at the camera because I'll laugh. All
Well, I
right,
mean, he's
so
the
it's
one
like-
that suggested it, so he's putting himself on
Yeah,
the spot.
true. So you.
So,
do that.
so
It's
Bernie, what do you think about Trump?
I don't know what to say, but we have to defeat the president, Donald Trump, because Donald Trump wants to take out all the Mexicans, and I'm part Mexican too.
More so than Elizabeth Warren?
Wait, what?
I said more than Elizabeth Warren?
Well, she's like 1/100th or whatever she says. I am 1/5 Mexican. So
Mr. Sanders, can you tell us what we're gonna do about the attacks at King's Landing? Can you explain how we're gonna defend that?
We're gonna send some dragons, shit ton of dragons. We're gonna fly them over, and they're gonna take that out 100%. But not like the hack, whatever her name is. She's a loser. We're not gonna do that. But we're going to do it.
60s Sean Connery?
It's starting to get into that.
That was
Well,
really.
I mean, they are quite old and they both hate women, so I mean, I guess it works.
Indiana.
I bet Grant could do a spot on Crocodile Dundee.
Why?
Yes,
Because I'm Australian. Wow. How about asking the Indian in the room to do a poo? I mean, my God.
Welcome to my convenience store. How may I help you today?
I can do a good Mark Hamill Joker laugh, but I don't want to be too loud. 'Cause
Oh,
it's kinda...
no, please do it, because every
I
Joker
have
laugh I ever hear, I
called
compare to Chris Stace, because he's just terrible. It's just so loud.
Okay,
Please.
Grant, when we have that conversation, you have to be involved.
Okay. It's got to charge up, so just...
Ooh.
Wind it, be like.
But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this After Dark was brought to you by the mouse. Hashtag kill the mouse.
How long do you guys have, by the way?
Hashtag I go for president. What?
Okay.
I'm
I will
good.
be back. I'll see if I can
Beyond.
get the man known as Chris Day on.
Okay.
If you're cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Ask him if he's free.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Don't tell him I'm on. Don't tell him I'm on. Don't tell him
I
I'm on.
won't.
He won't come
I
on.
won't
Okay.
tell him.
Good
Alright, I'll
for
be back.
you.
I'll share the link with him if he wants to be
Oh
on.
my
and
God, was that
everything,
Chank Yeager?
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
No.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, be back, guys.
You good?
Are you gonna do your joke?
I can do my Joker if
Nicky.
you want.
Nicky just sounded like freaking Chank Yeager then from Young Turks. That was awesome.
Good for you.
That was my bail. But
You guys are really impressive. Like I
I have throat cancer.
I don't look. I have my balls, Grant.
Swear to me!
Where is
Okay, Nicky.
Rachel!
Rachel?
All right, I'll do my Joker. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to be too loud. and I don't
See,
wanna,
no,
like-
you know what? To be honest, that reminds me.
Your cadence, you just needed to hold it a little bit more, and you had it because you were short on your higher pitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I like the tone was fine. I had no issue with
Do
the
it like
tone.
in Devin's basement because
It also had a Leto, or not a Leto. It also had a Joaquin Phoenix feel to it when he's
A little
sitting in the comedy store.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, that one's easy. I don't like that one.
I don't know.
I just
Go on,
think
mate,
the
what's
last.
yours? Do your Chris Jericho one.
What?
Who?
I don't know. I just threw a name out there and just. All right, you do
Chris-
that one.
You know who I am, right?
You said Chris Jericho. I'm like, wait, what? Did he win
Chris
today?
I
Is that a wrestler?
once jumped off a building and yeah. Apparently Chris Jericho is Jason Statham. You know, right? I'm gonna
That
go
sounds
have
like
beer.
that sounds like Edward Norton putting on a British accent.
I don't be a wanker, you know? You know what I mean? Jason Statham. I'm gonna jump off
Actually,
a building.
the previous one actually sounded like Edward Norton when he did the Modern Family thing where he was the guitarist.
I'm Edward Norton. I'm gonna curb stomp a bitch, you know? American History X. Edward Furlong.
I
I'm
actually
still
like,
being Jason Statham though.
I like that
Rob was
movie.
Rob was gonna die in a urinal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of these people. I really like that movie. So
Well, I mean, you like curb stomping people, so I mean that's just your thing. So
Curb stomp. It's my
You
favorite
know-
thing to do. Bite the
you
curb.
know-
want concrete? You want a concrete sandwich? Here you go.
Yeah.
you know what I do off of stream needs to stay between me, myself, and I.
Don't get a swastika tattoo. Don't do it.
Oh, I should have had Matt private message me if he gets Day involved because I could pull. I'd pull Grant out and let Grant sit here until he jumps in, and then I could exit and then just hit it.
I'd rather you pull me out than pull me off. Oh,
Whoa, down. And Subrath is not going to be happy when he wants.
That's have a good
So,
venom.
Oh, he has a really good venom.
Okay.
okay.
Eyes, lung, pancreas. Okay, go.
All right.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
It could have been better.
He could have been better.
Can
He's
you
not
can you also say your time is up, Inspector Gadget? Because I was getting very strong claw vibes from that.
Your time is up, Dr. Gadget.
Wait, what was it?
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector. He's
Oh,
not a doctor.
Your time is up, Inspector Gadget.
So what's
So
the
he-
deal, Maddie?
He said he can get on, so I sent him the link, so he should be
Okay.
hopping on in a minute. He's
Great.
just got to get his charger.
Quick.
Okay,
Knock me
Grant.
off.
Yep. Okay. Since he's not in yet, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna tell him Grant's here, and then when he starts
Yeah.
talking, I'll throw him in just to.
Just to throw him off.
Okay.
Okay.
Christian Bale?
Yeah, just.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Batman.
You can have the mask and everything.
Hey, guys, you know, you may have seen me on stream at Spectacular, but you've never seen me and Batman in the same room. I mean, I'm just saying. No, like the kid's in bed, we can just shoot the shit. So
That's cool.
hold on.
Take down Joker. 100%. Without doubt.
I'm sorry, I was too drunk.
Oh, can you guys?
Hey, Batman, why
Can
is
you
your
guys
voice like
see
that? I don't know.
Can you
Get
guys see the
punching at
private chat? Look at our private
Yeah.
chat. He's Batman.
Oh,
I
Batman.
have, all I see is I'm Batman.
Batman.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. TMGers, welcome. We have a new panelist coming in. Whoa!
Oh, here we
Holy
go.
shit!
That's not Christian Bale.
That's
No,
not Christian Bale. What the
All right.
hell? Matt, you invited him to our stream. Introduce who
Yes.
you are.
So, and I'm sure everybody knows who this is that's watching the stream right now, but for those who don't know, because they're new or whatnot, this is a woman or a man known as Chris Day. It's been a
He's
while
shiny.
since he's been on the channel, but
He's
we figured
shiny.
we're gonna shoot the shit. We're gonna.
I'm super
Get you guys to
shiny.
know
I
about
do
him.
not know why I'm shining, by the way. I'm sorry. Yep.
It's your light.
Well, yeah, it's the light over your head. You're good.
Like looking into the
I'm just
sun.
Chris. I'm just fucking with you. I'm literally just fucking with you.
It's
This is literally
Are you an angel?
Down and it's shining on me.
Are you an elephant?
no.
Right.
Um.
I'm a god.
So we were gonna do this.
No, we were actually
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
probably
Matt.
next week.
Yeah, like we were.
I
doing
was
a
just
week
gonna
or
say
two,
the
but-
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we were
because I
gonna
think
do it a
were
week or
planning
two.
The pre-roll next week too, weren't we?
Oh, I have no idea. You said you didn't know when, so I was like, whatever. But no,
Yeah, that keeps jumping around, but we can always bring him back. I mean, it's this is Saturday night. Shoot the shit. I run this show. This is my personal show. This is After Dark. Basically, Matt and I just kind of pull some people from around the leagues. Last week we actually had the filmmakers and actors of the movie, the horror short. God forbid Malcolm's in here and hears it. Social.
right.
So, we're just going to have people, come in from time to time. And we're just going to shoot the shit. So, so what's going on?
So
Matt's going to kind of lead this conversation.
Okay.
This is something,
cool. So
this is kind of something he had in mind. So,
yes. For those who have been in the whole family thing since like the very beginning when it all happened, Chris was in the leagues, whatnot. He created Movie Battleground. It was like fan movie fights or whatever.
Well,
But
I'd like to say I co-founded it because you helped me a lot too.
right, but you created Movie Battleground essentially. Subrath came up with the name Movie Battleground, but you created the
Yes, you did.
idea of it, and we had matches and whatnot. So you were in the leagues, whatnot, and then you were gone from the leagues. You eventually just were not a part of it anymore. So, and this was like what 2 years ago, maybe even 3, however long it was.
It was like 3 now. Yeah,
Right.
3.
So it's been a while. So there were a lot of people that were not
A long time.
fans of Chris per se because of things he's done in the past. And we're gonna have fun, but we're also gonna have a little serious conversation. So I did want to ask this because
a timeout real quick before we get serious. This is the way, as you can tell by our Mandalorians.
Yes.
The running joke for the night, just so you know, just so it doesn't throw you off, is anytime I play this across the screen, you're going to see our Mandalorians to my right and Matt's left.
Yeah.
And this is also this stream is hashtag Hail the Mouse.
Yep, brought to you by Disney, which will not like me after today.
Send me
So-
the Galaxy's Edge, please.
Yeah, please
so,
send us.
so Chris, just so you know, I'll throw stupid shit up like that just to fuck with them. I mean, because look, we've got a Mandalorian that's also, yeah. So this just so everybody knows, this is kind of we're gonna go as long as we want because who cares?
Right.
As long as somebody obviously is watching. So I'm gonna throw stupid shit up.
Right.
Like this is the whale up here, and then they'll put their helmets on. So just so you know,
Is this how it usually goes?
Right.
well, no. Last week we were very serious. This week because there's this wrestling thing going on and this supposed trivia thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is just Matt and I kind of flying by the seat of our pants.
Right.
I mean, you can see we've been going for an hour and a half now, and this is just so this is just us shooting the shit. So I may put stuff up just to mess with you. Just run with it.
Right. So I did want to do this first. So you've been a part of it for a while, and this is a question I think a lot of people have been wondering because of what happened in the past. Have you been watching the show? Like tonight?
I have. I don't get to watch it as much as I have, obviously.
No, have you watched this? Have you watched After Dark tonight live?
Yeah, I watched actually the first episode I watched was last week's because you guys had
tonight. Did you watch this episode?
No.
Not last week's. This? Well, fuck you. Get out of here. Take him out, Matt. But no. Get on a serious note. So, yeah, bye.
You asshole.
He's been my best friend for like 5, 6, 7 years.
Anyway,
so I'm used to it.
I don't even think you realized that you were kicked off the stream for a minute, but that's okay.
Yeah,
so we're gonna get into it.
I cut you off in mid sentence just because that's the kind of person I am. I mean, because
I've known Matt for like 7 years now, and I can
not 7.
Has it been around there?
See, now Matt's gone.
Maybe 5 years, not 7. No way. So
it's that Indiana Wi-Fi.
Right. No, fuck, you're talking about Wi-Fi, right? But no. Anyway, let's get into it. So, as people know, I guess the first question to ask. Yep, I've spoken. First question I'm going to ask is this: back when it all first started, you were doing these like promos. You were, being basically the Rock.
Yeah, imitating the Rock.
But I want to know, and I'm pretty sure other people wanted to know, what made you think that was a good idea to do?
Being a fan of the Schmodown for as long as I have since the beginning, I never thought it'd be as huge as it is now. People get paid to do that. I think so. I wanted to, and I love WWE. My family's grandpa was in the business, and I tried it and it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
The professional wrestling business. To bring promos is always something I wanted to do, and I still do it. Whether it's imitating The Rock, whether it's talking out of my ass, as I call it. I love doing promos. I love entertaining. That's who I am. That's how I've always been. Matt, you know this.
Right. But what made you think The Rock was the best choice? Because you were doing promos. For those who haven't seen it, you were doing promos where for just a minute it was you walking in a room back and forth.
Like 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I do not know. I wanted to imitate so bad, and I didn't think that, hey, you can only do it for 10 seconds. These people who are wrestlers did it for like maybe 3 minutes. So, but they had a big ring around. So the idea of doing that and then just standing like, oh, hey, look at this guy. What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Just talk already. It's like, that was the stupidity in my bed.
Okay. So we had that and all that. So we had that whole thing. You stopped doing the trivia, but you were still involved in the whole movie Battleground thing. So we were getting ready to launch, we had to change the name of Movie Battleground. and you were removed. It was due to saying that. Hi, Bart. It was due to you saying that you had a heart attack. However, there was a vlog that came out where on that same day you were walking around. You're, acting all, like normal, whatnot. You're like, hey guys, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And, like if you had like the heart monitor thing, you were home, you had that whole thing, so doctors knew, okay, that'd be one thing, but you would mention it in a vlog if that was the case. So why did you think it was a good idea to say that you had a heart attack and make it public when it didn't happen, at least at that part or at that point?
I don't know, to be honest. I really don't.
Okay.
There's a lot about my past that I can't really say, that I don't know why.
CIA.
You do things when you're in your past that you don't understand why you did it.
Right.
Really, I can say this, and I'm not too mad about this. I was an alcoholic for a while. I was also very addicted to cocaine. It was a very troubling time for me. I was alone. I dated what my friend Matt called the Toad, which is a personal joke that a lot of people understand.
It's a Goomba.
Goomba, yes. He said my girlfriend looked like a Goomba, which was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, from the Super Mario Brothers movie, mind you.
There's so much I've learned, and there's so much I've learned in the past few years. And my biggest regret was saying I had a heart attack when it did, because it affected everybody, whether it was Chris Clark or other people. I don't want to say their names. I just don't know why somebody like me would do that. And it's not me.
Right.
It was somebody who was angry, who was upset, who hurt a lot of people, including Henry. All my friends who I thought were friends, I thought I was upset because I felt like everybody was using me. I didn't understand what I had. Right. And that's a hard thing for somebody who feels alone. And I thank you, Matt, because Matt, you were there for me during a very troubling time. As a friend should. I don't know. It's that kind of life where you make mistakes and you own up to it and you become a better person. And I was lost, but I also want to say thank you, Jack about Trivia, because I think that kind of helped me find my way back, and I do think that.
Right now, we're gonna kind of go back.
I'll add something into that last one. I fought hard to get you back in there, back into Jack of all Trivia.
Yeah.
Are you
recently,
telling me that,
or
are you telling me that whole heart attack thing that you told me wasn't real?
What?
No,
the one from years ago? Or
yeah, this was like 3 years ago. This was when he was involved in the Full Metal stuff.
Yeah.
So,
when I was first joining the leagues.
I had a collapse about a month ago.
Yeah, because I knew he had one recently. But
I had one recently, and I've had a lot of shit. Like, for people who don't know, personal advice.
I'm talking about the one back in the day.
The one 3 years ago. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. That was just, I didn't want people to know that. I wanted to move on, but I didn't. I just cared about myself, and I wish I could have understand that when I did it.
Right, because that was...
And I feel ashamed about that, and I regret that every single day, that there's going to be people I cannot fix what I did.
Yeah, because that was a day that I specifically remember, because I was out eating at a Mexican restaurant with my friends.
Like, you were done.
Yeah, I was out. I was eating with some friends I went to school with. We met one, like, she was a newer friend at the time, but we met her girlfriend, everything, and we were like, it was this whole thing or whatever, and then we were gonna go back to one of my friend's house, and we were just gonna hang out, whatnot. And I was like, oh, this is a wonderful day, and then I turned my phone on because it was off, because that's usually what I do if I eat out, and I'm bombarded with these messages. And Chris Clark was one who, if he's listening, which I don't think he is, he's probably, I don't know if he went to Arizona or Atlanta or not, but
and
he messaged
I wanted to sincerely apologize to him.
Yeah, because he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, you need to figure something out." And I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" It's like, "Well, Chris did this, whatever." And I was not happy. And
You were
to say I
for
bitched
people
him
who
out
don't
would
know.
be an understatement.
Yeah, I don't know.
I basically, it was if you're offended, then I'm sorry, but whatever. It basically was like a ass raping of.
It was
going at it
like,
because
hey,
it was
yeah.
that was something I
Chris,
don't
just let Matt speak.
like. I don't like it when people like lying is one thing. I don't like lying, but whatever. That's one thing. But lying about that was something I was not happy with, and it was affecting other people. So I definitely did rip him, a new one for doing that. But and that was what I think 3 years ago, somewhere in that area. You said you just got into the fan leagues, whatnot, and this was like right as we were starting it too. So that was also another thing I was upset. But let's go back. This is kind of a lighter joke or a lighter question or whatever, kind of a jokier question, but it can also kind of be serious in a way. So for those who don't know, he makes short films, videos, whatever you want to call it. And the first thing he made that I know of, and that everybody knows of, that really
it's not the first one,
but it's the one that like got your name out there and people knew who you were because it had like over 20,000 views or whatever, something crazy. And this is not a let's talk about Playboy only thing, but you made this thing called Playboy. Why did you do that? Why did you think that was a good idea per se?
I wish I could say I was drunk.
Trying to lighten the mood. Because okay, so I also want to say this. How old were you when you made this?
I was a junior in high school.
But age, because you could have been 18 as a junior.
It was almost. I was 17, 16.
Okay, so at that time, why did you think that was a good idea to make it how you made it? At the age that you were, because you were under 18.
I saw a movie called The Whistle.
Yes. But what went through your mind of, oh, this would be a good idea to show, my lower region?
I love the questions.
I'm trying to make it lighter, but still, I'm genuinely
I know
curious.
you are so much. This is why they call it After Dark.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
There's also
a
a preface to this. Why was it a good idea, and has Little Chris made an appearance in another film since then?
Yeah. Has your second head made an appearance?
Probably never would.
Okay,
Wait, Little Chris, are we? What is Little Chris?
He's penis.
Little Chris is what I call now Big Chris.
Yeah, you can call it what you want.
That's not what she said. That's not what she said.
The original
you can call a laneway a highway. It doesn't make it so.
So I was saying this about the movie.
The original title was going to be coming out, and it was going to be focused on that in particular thing. But I'm guessing he was like, "That's probably not a good
words.
idea." Yeah, it's like, this is not a good idea. Let's not do that. Let's go with Playboy.
Right back at you. Put your helmets on.
That was to Matt. That this is the way.
Okay. Yeah, that was for me. So, but
I will say this: I made the film, and it was right after I saw Wolf of Wall Street, and I told you this.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea why I thought it was a good idea to show my dick to 20,000 people.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I remember
why.
I do want to chime in here, though. I do have to give him credit.
Feel free to chime in, guys.
I do have to give him credit, though. He had the balls to actually do it.
Yep, and he showed them too.
I have all three of them.
I have the balls to talk about it too, and sometimes I don't, because I regret it. I do.
A show?
There you go. How did your mom react to it if she saw it?
Matt, we've had this conversation. I remember, because you guys want to know something funny, which I didn't know. I never told you before the last podcast.
Yeah.
I used it on iMovie because I used a school laptop. And I didn't realize that it was a school laptop. And so my
You're
sister,
gonna be on
I don't think I'm old enough for that.
so my sister's using the
just
my sister's using the laptop, and I'm eating. I'm in the table eating. My dad's watching TV. Mind you, we were not like me and my dad had a lot of problems in the past, but we weren't really like on good terms, which is great. No, my sister's literally screaming, "What the fuck, Dad, get in here!" And I could be thinking of two things. I'm thinking either somebody has a period, or they just watched Playboy.
Why would someone on their period go, "Hey, Dad, come here, quick"?
Like,
I'm on my
we got
period.
a problem because my younger sister was 13 at the time. So
Dad, there's blood everywhere.
All right, just out of curiosity, are you aware that in 22 states, what you technically did was a felony?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why I deleted it. That's why I have reported it 20,000 times.
The fact of the matter is, the video is still up.
No, I think it's gone now.
Thanks to your best mate Max. There's multiple copies on Vimeo.
It's on Vimeo.
Is it really?
It's on. There's the full Chris Day playlist of everything that Chris Day's ever done. 36 videos.
All right, we're doing
really even some of my older shit because I've done some older shit from 2011.
Jacob, we're about to do what you wanted to do.
Most of it is you walking and you doing a voiceover and then changing shirts and then you wearing a Batman shirt and then walking somewhere else, and then having a title over the top with some copyrighted audio.
Well, Scorsese does it though.
I want to know how
you two.
know that.
This would get taken out for the music, not for what's in the thing.
Do you watch this regularly?
Oh no, I haven't seen this thing in like 2 or 3 years.
Nicky, have you never seen a film I've done?
Don't watch it.
I've never seen any of this.
Don't watch it.
His most recent one that I've seen is called Coming Out.
Fascinated by the story.
And because his audio quality isn't the best, when you do the automatic subtitles, it literally mentions the word Yang Gang in it. When he says, "Dad, I'm gay," and it comes up Yang Gang. So I mean,
I actually have the guy. I have the guy who was in the movie actually next door right now. If you want me to grab him.
No, I don't care about your fake father who looks about 2 years younger than you do.
I just want to know, Grant, how do you know all of this? Like,
because
I've talked to him.
Me and Chris at one stage were pretty good friends, and a lot of people were giving him shit, and I went on his defense. I got him into Jack of all trivia. I was this close to getting him back into multiplex, and then he went on a freaking rampage literally an hour before we were going to put him back on. And I defended him against someone who had 20,000 plus subs, and I ended up consequently being put in a video based on that. And Chris leaked our private messages to this person, and then everything got taken out of context.
Yep.
And this is the first time in about a month me and Chris have spoken. Because I found out from a lot of other people, this isn't the first time that he's sent other stuff to me, and then when they've sent me the messages, I went and checked when it was, and it was during the middle of a conversation I'm having about someone. He was sending stuff to them, and for a bloke who I considered one of my close friends, who I constantly defended, it hurt. So I don't really want to be talking about that. I'm happy to talk about the qualities of his movies and that, but if I come across a little bit
upset,
harsh or anything like that, that's where it's coming from.
Well, you can't be that upset.
I'm not happy about it.
I've done worse. I'll just say that.
That's great. You've done worse, so therefore it doesn't make a difference. I mean, that's a bit of a. I mean, if that's your defense, then that's pretty shitty, man. Well, it can't be too bad. I've done worse.
Yeah, and I will say that you might have done worse, but it doesn't justify the actions or make the actions of. Let's take, for example, I steal a cookie from my brother or whatever. Let's just use that for example. I steal a cookie from my brother. It's not good, but I punched my other brother. And so my mom goes, why did you do that? It's not right. Be like, well, I punched my other brother, so that doesn't make this that bad. It doesn't change what the actions were, whatnot. But let's get into some other things. And like I said, guys, feel free to chime in if you want about whatever. I do see there was something I was going to ask, couldn't ask anymore because of personal things. Because it was like how you came
Can I
to
ask
this whole
one
thing.
thing though?
Yeah.
Could I ask one thing that I've heard that I was wondering about?
Sure. Drop anything.
There was some people. I'm not going to give names. I don't know. I just ignored it after everything I've been through lately, personal wise. Someone said that you used me.
Me?
Which I never understood, and you know that it was all just lies. And I don't know. That's why I never said nothing. You know, I didn't want to be in the middle of it. You obviously were upset with me, Grant. Is it
he's
true?
Talking about me. And he's talking about what Max said. I showed you all my chat logs, and I showed you exactly because you did something and said, "Fine, you want to see what it is?" Because that was exactly what I was accused of.
Sean sent me that, not Max.
I deleted one message because in it I didn't make any sense. I thought, no, I'll reword it. And apparently in that message I said that I laid out my whole plan that I've never been friends with you, never did this, never did that, never did that. And I said to you, the fact of the matter is that you took any belief in that. I mean, how many times have I offered to help you with your work? I mean, you talk about your film school stuff, and you're talking to someone who's done and graduated film school. And you ask stuff like, even when you started this, why have I got a halo? You're shooting with the light. It's basic lighting. You should know this.
I can't hear him.
Yeah, no, it's basic lighting. You should know this. This is the sort of stuff that didn't bother me before, but then I get brought up with different things.
When you rotate
I'm getting a call come through.
It cuts the volume out.
No, it's not me. I'm getting a call coming through. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, and I will say this, man. Honestly, the last month before we move on, I apologize. I will say that because I do. You know, it doesn't change what I've done. It doesn't. I don't know. These last 2 months, I don't even know who I was before. You know, personally wise. For those who don't know, I lost my brother. Matt talked to him
and
before.
That was the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing that I defended. Everyone was saying shit about because they were saying you had a girlfriend that had a car accident and everything that wasn't real and this and other stuff like that, and your grandmother. And I spent I don't know how many times I've sent articles about that where they listed you. They showed photos of you and your brother, and they had all that in there to prove to everyone that what you were saying wasn't, you know. I had your back, and then just you shit on me. I'm loyal to me mates.
Yeah.
And everyone can pretty much see that this call is definitely taking a different tone, especially for me. I mean, you and Matt have been friends for a long time, but I thought me and you were mates, and when I found out when I asked you blatantly if you're lying about stuff.
What happened? Yes.
It's not just the one thing, man.
And also, Matt obviously knows what's happened to me this week.
Yeah.
Which I'm aware of it as well.
I want to get into it, but we're.
And as I said, I'm aware of it. That's why I haven't mentioned anything.
Lacey left me basically.
Yeah.
Lacey left me.
Yeah. Right.
She took off. The first person I wanted to contact actually was you, because I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't. Like, I was lost. I'm not even at my house right now because I don't want to be alone. I've seen these things the past few months. I had these things happen to me that I don't understand. That these things have happened since my brother has been gone. And I'm so tired of who I was and who I am and why the fuck I'm sharing this shit when I shouldn't. I don't want to be. And then the second answer that I do, I don't understand. I'm just tired of... I don't know. I guess I'm just tired of who I was and who I am sometimes. And that's why I make movies. That's why I make the stuff I do, because I love doing it.
Well, see, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
If you wanna make up for what's happened, keep that in mind, but move forward. And actions speak louder than words. He dropped out, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he went to answer the call. If he jumps back in, I'll let him back in.
So how about
I won't give away what happened, obviously. It's just let's just move on.
Yeah, let's shoot the shit now. I was going to ask more questions, but obviously, a lot of them was like, hey, you went from this to now this because of Lacey, and then you broke up, so that completely fucked it. So thank you very much for doing that, Chris.
Do you want to talk about Titan trivia?
Sure. Yeah, you can talk about the trivia. Yeah, introduce it to the people that may or may not know what it is.
Obviously,
and
my fucking camera. Yes.
There's the light again.
So you're in the free for all.
Do not go to the light. Do not go to the light.
Yeah.
Okay. So Titan Trivia is a new league that I have started. It is basically the schmodown for the first two phases. What I felt, and this has come from everyone I've been involved with. Obviously, where I've been, what I've done. For those who don't know, I've been involved in the fan leagues. I was actually one of the first matches from the original Fan Trivia Schmodown. I think I was the second match where I defeated Chris Stillman.
Maybe.
And I've had a pretty excellent career. I think this has gone on for almost 5 years. Or 4. I'm not sure. And I've had a great career. I have. I've had promos. I've had championship. I've had things. I've obviously not have had what Nicky has, which is win every free-for-all. We'll see if that happens in March. I created this because I felt like there was something missing. And I left Jack About Trivia for obvious reasons. Because I didn't feel like I was given enough. I felt like I wasn't given the full control. I wasn't giving everything of my ounce of 100%. I was disrespected. I was not given the opportunity I could have had. I was shut down, and I was upset. And I left because I couldn't be who I was. So I created Titan Trivia, and I talked to friends, and I partnered with RJ Hines, and we started this. So coming up in March, the next few weeks, we have our free-for-all. Grant was obviously a part of the league, and I do not think he will be a part. We have, I believe, 10 competitors, including Mr. Matt Graham and Mr. Nicky Sullivan. And we will award one of these 10 competitors the championship, the inaugural Titan Trivia Championship, and they will lead into what we call Titan Mania, which is our WrestleMania and our Spectacular coming in May. They will main event the event. It's going to be 2 nights. We got matches in one, matches in another. You will also see the farewell tour for myself, as I have decided, along with being inducted with Nicole Morris into the Trivia Hall of Fame, whatever. Which is an honor as one. And Matt, I still want you to induct me. I know you said you don't want to, but no one better than your best friend to do it. And it's been a journey, but I think that it's my time whenever I come back. I don't know when, but it will be before Titan Mania. I will say goodbye. This will be the end. I've had a good run. I've had a lot of matches that I love, including kicking the shit out of Matt 3 times. That he says they're all botched.
Than you.
I did.
No,
I did.
It was all.
But I've understood, and I love this business, and I want to keep growing this business. Yeah. And I hate that I don't want drama. I never did. I came into this industry to have fun. I came into this, what I call business, to have fun. And my biggest problem with some of them, I'm not saying to everybody, is that there's so much drama and there's so much afraid. No matter of who you are and what you do, you're given the opportunity. I love promos. I love speaking. I love being the Chris Jericho, The Rock. That guy speaks promos. Nicky Sullivan obviously dresses up. He shows the entrance wise. And then Matt just looks like a Colts fan with smoke coming out of the screen. I mean,
Smoke coming out.
Remember that first match when you came out with the smoke all over?
Oh, yeah.
And him wearing a really pink flannel, like he wears a little. I forget what who's the guy with the pink onesie?
It's a pink guy.
Yes.
Not me.
From Filthy Frank.
Yes, he wore that for Halloween one year, and he comes out literally. He looks like Mark Ellis with his dick hanging out.
Well, my dick didn't come out.
Stop. I love the business.
Wow.
I love the business. And
Yeah.
And then they put the helmets on. I love the business. I love entertaining. I love being a part of this. I know Matt does.
This helmet is my security
I
blanket.
know Nicky does. I know we all do. This is the way, obviously. I love being a part of this. I love entertaining people. So for me, Titan Trivia is something that I'm expanding. Who am I facing though at Titan Mania?
Are you
I can't say, but it is official.
winner of the free for all?
I can't say.
Depending on who it is, right?
Possibly.
Yeah.
All I can say is everybody who has been in there is announced except for two people. And who the two people are, you have to watch. But it's going to be worth it. And whatever happens will be set up for Mania. Obviously, with Mania, you're going to have an Intergeekdom match. You're going to have a I'm thinking Fatal 5-Way. You have a tag match, obviously. Maybe we'll see Ryan and Matt compete. You never know. Maybe we'll see the return of Matt Beer in a wrestling trivia ring. No. Maybe Matt will be a commentator. Maybe Matt can wear the Mr. Pink costume. Maybe come in as Mr. Pink.
That's gone, but I gotta get another one.
I just love doing this, and I love.
Wait, what did Nicky say?
I said I can make a wheel if you want me to. I'm already planning on making a belt for this.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah,
So,
I'm working on trying to get a belt to the winner.
Yeah,
I want to
got this machine right here. I can print out a belt. This Tiki idol right here. This like we made this, and then we got these helmets. These helmets were custom.
They fell.
And that trophy that just fell over. That's my Arrowverse free for all trophy. And
Cool.
so we can make trophies for this league and ship them out to winners, champions if you want.
Well, I want to get into predictions real quick for those. Matt, you obviously, I don't know if do you know the entries, the numbers in the entry?
Which Matt?
Matt Beer.
Some of them.
No.
Okay, you know some of them. Matt, give your predictions real quick. Graham, who do you think's gonna win? Can't say yourself, but who you projected could possibly.
I think
Nicky, I know you're gonna say you.
No, actually, I'm not because sometimes I, don't pull that off. I think Nicky's sitting in the driver's seat, pulling number 10, that lucky bastard. As long as somebody beats Subrath, he's number 8. I'm coming in at 5. I'd like to at least run far enough to knock Subrath out myself. I'm number 5.
Yes.
I'm curious to find. Oh, sorry, I'm reading something. I'm curious to see who your two quote unquote special people are. So it could be either way. I think if your secret competitor is as strong as I assume they are, they're going to take Ryan out. Poor Ryan. Our Carmel Mountain comes in second. So I think it's going to be an interesting. I think Nicky's honestly sitting in the catbird seat. If we were talking NASCAR or whatever, we'd be coming to the final lap.
It would be interesting, yeah.
So it's just,
I got one, and I know a lot of people are going to be surprised because of his number. I've seen this guy come up. I've seen this guy in so many matches lately. I think Brandon Dunlap's going to take it. I think what Brandon has done is he's gone I know his time's coming, and we all do, I mean, he's been in 3 straight title matches with Jack of All Trivia, and he's lost, unfortunately. He's
I was
coming.
supposed to play tomorrow. I was supposed to play in Jack of All Trivia tomorrow, but unfortunately, Jacob had something come up, so we're going to have to postpone that.
You were playing Jacob?
No, I'm playing with Jacob. Jacob West is my partner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I've been
No,
trying to
we
get
were-
Devin involved in team trivia, but he won't do it.
No, we were playing the twins. Oh God, what is their name? The English twins.
Yeah. I helped get him. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah, they're good. I will say this though, Brandon's hungry, and I know Nicky's hungry too. Hey, Nicky, have you won about like a championship movie trivia? Like not.
I haven't won any championships. I've just won the free for alls.
I will say this: if Nicky won, and if Brandon proves he's worthy, I think that would be a really good main event. Seeing Nicky and Brandon in like an Iron Man match or something, I think that would be incredible. I don't know if it'll happen, obviously, just because I want to give everybody a fair chance. Obviously, we'll have a fatal 5-way, see who will main event, whoever wins. We got a lot of strong competitors.
But
What's
like
up?
the free for all questions, for some reason, just like the round one, like the randomness of free for all questions, it fits me because it's like not all those questions. They're not. You have so many different like properties, so many different movies that you get. You'll get basic knowledge for some movies, and it's kind of about like how many movies you know, and not about how deep you know all those movies. So that's where I feel like I've done well in those free for alls before.
And you've never lost a free for all, have you?
I've never lost a free for all I've been involved in. Not for trivia.
What's your record on that?
Go.
So the free for alls, I had 2-0 in the free for alls, and then I think I did 2 other trivia matches, and I think I lost both of those. But I think there were, I think I lost the 2 like actual trivia matches, one-on-ones that I did.
And is all this going to be on a new channel, or is it going to be on one of your other?
Yes, it will be on Titan Trivia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that way people that are interested can check it out.
I got plenty of Titans costumes too. So I mean,
there you go.
Cool.
We're in the Titans.
So
I
make sure those are ready for Mania, brother.
So I did have one question I wanted to ask. Wanted to ask it earlier, then we got into other things. But and this is a question that it's more of like a year build up or whatever. Like it's been building for a year, and then now it's kind of really gone like crazy. What are your thoughts on Tom Brady leaving?
And on that note, I'm gonna go get some more water.
I saw Tom Brady tear his ACL, and I'm not allowed to go to Patriots anymore.
Oh,
are you a Patriots fan, Nicky?
It was on my birthday, so my 17th birthday. I go to Gillette Stadium. It's the first regular season Patriots game I ever go to. My cousin Jimmy has season tickets. He's so excited that I'm finally going to get to see Tom Brady play. First drive of the game, he tears his ACL. That place, I have never heard like more people just go dead silent. And I'm like, what's going on? He thinks, shh, shh, shh. I'm not allowed to go to Patriots games anymore. Okay. So I've been banned from the stadium since.
I will say this, Matt. Me and Matt have shit on each other so much for being a Colts fan and Patriots fan. I will say this: I'm a Boston boy. I always will be a Boston boy. I always believe in Boston sports. The fact that we won and we strive after falling down is motivating.
Or you mean the Boston Red Sox?
Shut the fuck up, Matt.
Sox are great. Leave the Sox alone.
Yeah, it's better in Houston. I will say that.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Tom Brady
already
is like the greatest quarterback of all time. I think it's clear to say, in my opinion, he's the greatest football player of all time.
A player is a different question. Quarterback,
say this.
I'll say yes.
Player, if he is ready to go, I will be heartbroken. But every good legend's got to end. Every good story's got to end. And
but what if that story continues in a different jersey? Like
Or in a
Tennessee
different
jersey.
league, like the
And then he
XFL.
wants to do what's right. He wants to end it on a high note. If that means going to San Diego, Los Angeles now, or Vegas, or
Tennessee.
I think he
Tennessee.
should go to the XFL.
Or XFL.
No,
Yeah.
he ain't going to the
Have Vince
XFL.
McMahon give
He
him.
wants to win.
No, this is the thing. He has the money, and he
Yeah,
would.
he does.
It would be so. That would get viewers. I was talking to my dad about this yesterday. That is the only way to salvage the XFL, is to get Tom Brady in there, and then everybody's eyes will be on that screen.
But
Like it's like,
You know
oh,
what
Tom
Vince
Brady in
McMahon-
the
you know what
XFL.
Vince McMahon's
Run.
face is going to be
Points up.
when he hears he has Tom Brady? He's going to be rubbing his hands, and he's going to be probably crying.
It would be for
who,
one.
Tom Brady had his legacy. He's had.
I have to agree, Jay Birdie. I have to agree.
You know, there's no way for you to
I
quantify
don't
that
even know who
fact
that is.
because I
There
hide
you go.
mine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's what
Oh
she-
my gosh.
That's what she
Alright,
said,
well-
Nikki. Apparently.
Can I
Well-
end? Actually, I have a question. Obviously, Tom Brady, wherever he goes, is the greatest decision. I want to talk about one thing before we move on to trivia, and that is
Tennessee. Sorry,
Peyton Manning's better.
Okay.
sorry. There's something stuck in my throat.
All right.
Tennessee.
So, obviously, I don't know if a lot of people know. If you're not my Facebook friends or not, the Hall of Fame. We've been doing this for 4 years. This is the 4th year. I want to kind of say the nominees, obviously, and this is the first time we will have real Schmodown competitors.
Ooh.
I think it's safe to say whenever Nicky decides to retire, he obviously will be on there. Matt, you honestly will be on there eventually whenever your time's ready.
Why me?
Matt's had, no matter what you say, Matt has a personality that will never be like.
I've won a grand total of 2 out of probably 10 matches. Why would I be of value to that?
Because
Nick,
you're
I'm
persona.
including that.
If
Dang.
I'm of value, you're of value. Like, I think my official record is 0-2 besides the free for all. But the free for all, I kind of.
Matt's single.
I'm single.
Oh, okay.
I'll get back to that.
I'll make sure Devin's still paying attention with that.
What is Matt single?
Okay,
We'll find out.
so this year you
Anyway.
will have myself inducted. You will have Nicole Morris inducted. Grant obviously was involved last year with Sean. And then you will have Mark Riley and you have Team Snows.
Oh, nice.
So that's a good little start. We don't want to overwhelm people. We don't want to. Matt and I have talked for a long time whenever this was going to happen. And bits and pieces of that was because I didn't want to end. And when I was in trivia about me going into the Hall of Fame, when I was in trivia for a while when I was banned, or as I call it, blacklisted, I didn't think there was redemption. I didn't think there was any cure. Because when you do something like you have and you don't know really where to go, and I love trivia and I had Matt on my side, which I'm glad I did. It's a hard thing, but Jack Trivia gave me a chance. That was amazing, and I appreciate that. I've had 2 failed leagues that couldn't even get ground. So when you work as hard as you want to, I remember talking about this with Matt because Matt was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Because, who's your challenger, Jay Birdie?
Is it me?
And then Nikki.
All right.
Okay.
He's talking about wieners, not trivia.
Oscar Mayer wieners.
One of these days we'll have to get Jay Birdie up in this chat because this could be an interesting conversation. So DM me at Matt Graham on Facebook and we'll discuss.
I will say this, and I will say this moving on because I knew I do have to go. Like,
Damn it! I almost got in cat.
And I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about movies, but being a part of trivia itself has been an honor.
Yeah,
and it's been an honor with these matches. It's been an honor facing Matt and kicking his ass because I have. Oh my god.
My experience, people that brag aren't really.
I adore Matt. He's my best friend for a reason, and I will. Matt's my bro. Matt's been there for me during a very tough time, and that's how Matt always will be. This guy was even gonna come to my wedding if he could. Like this is how funny Matt is. Like Matt is been there from the beginning when we were planning to do a Star Wars show and then never did. You know, I'm blessed with the Titan Trivia competitors I had. If I could have a couple more dream matches, I would. I think me versus Nicky Sullivan would be an incredible dream match. That would be incredible. We'll see. Kicking Matt's ass again one more time would be great as well, but it's never going to happen. Matt Graham, obviously. That'd be a good one. But, you know, I have a challenger. I am excited to see how he's gone, and I will actually, you know what? Fuck it. I think I'm going to challenge him right now.
The cat. You're going to challenge the cat.
Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty.
Everybody,
Do you like my trivia? Do you like how am I good at trivia?
meet Miss Poison Ivy.
Thank you. I am very good at. Thank you. I am a legend. Thank you.
You just go pee on my bed.
All right, let's do this because honestly, I'm just gonna do it here. I don't care. This guy has been in the same league as I have since the beginning. When it was me, Matt, a lot of other people, I don't know who's really left from the originals. Who's either gone up into the majors or is retired. Matt, I don't really think there's a lot left, is there?
As far as
from the original roster.
I mean, I think there still is quite a bit. As far as like who first competed in the trivia aspect, I think there is still at least half of them. Some left to do.
It is a new
other
generation,
things.
though, and it is a new generation. But this guy, he's been around, and we've talked, and you know, if we're both going to go out with one last hurrah, and you're going to put us in one of the biggest events, you want to end it the right way, then I'm saying it now. Subhash Sharma, you and me, one last match. You've been a Kane boy. Let's bring that match. Let's do it. You're facing the icon. You're facing the legend. You're facing me. You won challenge. I got you, boy. But you're weighing one thing. You're facing with the King of Kings. You're messing with the game, the icon. I've come into fights, and you know what? You can say this to Matt. You can say this to Nicky. You can say this to anybody. When you go into a ring with me and you face me, I'll tell you what, it's a challenge because I fight, and Nicky knows this, and everyone knows this. I fight every single ounce of my breath. Even if I win and if I lose, I'm giving you 100%. And if it means you know what? Fine, let's do this. If it means a career-threatening match, I'm going to give you everything I got. This is what matters. That's it.
So it's the battle of the shitty internet connections.
Pretty much, yeah.
There you go.
I think
At
I
least
had the
I
best internet.
don't have 2 wins, Matt. I probably have more than that.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
I've had
but no,
13.
we'll see.
I have all the leagues probably. But that's it for trivia. Obviously, Sharma, I'm waiting for your response.
So
and congratulations on the baby, by the way. I don't think I've gotten to tell you that. So.
Oh yeah. So,
but yeah. Before I go though, can we talk about movies?
Yeah.
We
What do you want to talk about?
Matt, what do you got?
Well, I was first going to say, I was trying to get back to the whole Tom Brady Patriots thing, and then we went into the whole trivia thing.
He's not going to let this go.
Who do you think is going to be the next quarterback? Do you think you're going to sign somebody in free agency, or do you think you're going to draft? Because you already know what I think you're doing.
And I think we're getting a drafter, and you've shown me this guy, and I like him. He's from Washington. I can't remember his name for some reason. Yeah, he's going to be really good. I think he's the future. But people are going to be pissed when I say this. I think it's going to happen. Are you guys ready? Take a deep breath because you guys are probably going to hate me. Yes, I agree, Jacob. 13 wins, 253 losses. Sounds about right.
Wait.
Philip Rivers is going to the Patriots.
No, he's not.
I think
maybe for one season.
Philip Rivers is going to the
Patriots. Whoever they draft.
Then he'll leave.
Because he would plug into their system really well.
He would, but there's a difference. I don't think he's going to have much
See,
more
this is coming
success.
from the same guy who this is the way. Get your fucking Mandalorian hats and get them on. This is the way. I will
Okay,
say
for
this.
one-
I was right about LeBron in LA. Matt said LeBron was going to San Antonio. I remember that
Did I?
conversation very, very
Did I say
well.
San
Yes, you
Antonio?
did.
I know I didn't say LA,
You
but
said,
did I say
you
San
said
Antonio?
San Antonio.
I said that would be the perfect place for him. But no, Philip
It
Rivers is
would.
not going to New England. That
I
is
was
a
wrong.
bold statement.
I thought Anthony Davis was going to Boston. I was wrong on that.
One
No,
thing's
he
for
was
sure:
in LA.
Tom Brady isn't staying.
Huh?
Because I
I
know
don't
he's
think
not
Tom-
staying.
I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. They're looking
he's
for
not.
houses. They're looking for schools. They're doing
And
a lot of things. So
Well, his
no, they're
agent
not.
was in Indy talking to other teams.
Stop with the Indianapolis. If he goes to the Colts and you fucking juju this shit for me, I will
You
lose
do
it.
realize
I have a
realize
Colts
the
hat in my
combine is
closet,
Indy.
so I would just love to be an instigator. See, this is the thing. Everybody in Boston hates me because I'm not a Patriots fan. Like, I just, I can't do it. I've tried.
Maybe.
The way they play football is so boring to me.
If you spell
It's like
Tennessee
5
wrong-
yards here, 5 yards here, 5 yards here. Kill clock, kill clock, kill clock. Last time I enjoyed watching a Patriots game was when Randy Moss played for them because they
I
would
like
just
Tennessee.
chunk it, and it would just be like, go, yeah, and then just, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last time that I was a Patriots fan. I actually really like the Cowboys because the Cowboys suck. And watching them play football, if they win, it's an entertaining game.
Right.
You know who loves the
I-
Cowboys? Matt's best friend.
Tom Brady goes to
Who's that?
Tennessee. That's what I'm
Georgia?
thinking. I actually think Tom Brady's going to Tennessee.
I love how
I'll
he
say why.
ignored, I love how he ignored the comment on who's a Cowboys fan.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, you know. Oh, you know.
Gyllenhaal.
My best friend. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's got the
Devin-
same name I do.
Devin's
He's got
silent
the
chaotic
same name
energy
I
in
do.
the
Devin's
corner.
texting a girl.
He's got the same name.
Nice.
He's got the same name I do.
Christoph Waltz.
Oh, I don't remember the last name. But I know who you're talking about. We're not going to get into that
No.
because yeah,
Chris
that
Jericho?
will no. It's a
Chris Jericho?
horrible- it's a
Yeah,
horrible
there we
human
go.
being.
He just lost to John Moxley.
Oh, spoiler! Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Who's
my
that? I
bad.
don't know.
John Oxley impersonation.
hold on.
Sorry, Matt.
Okay, time out.
I don't
Now
know who
drop
that is.
that little bit of knowledge.
I don't know who that is. Yeah, Phil,
Sorry
this is
about
what's going to
that,
happen.
But that is a Thursday conversation, ladies and gentlemen. That will bring us into a quick plug. Thursday night, I will be going live about this time, about 7 o'clock, so about 2.5 hours ago,
Yeah.
to be discussing everything in the world of wrestling on Suplex City Chats.
We're not
Actually,
allowed.
while we do that, I actually have something I want to ask you guys. Mostly you, Matt.
Okay.
I have loved, before I go, I loved what movie Battleground has become. I do. I'm so proud of you guys. It's not even funny. I'm so proud of you guys. This is the way. Put your fucking helmets on. This is the way.
No, that is my joke, damn it.
I'm kidding. This is the way they put it on. But you own the wrestling league. I love wrestling, obviously. I shit wrestling. I talk shit about wrestling.
No wonder it sucked for the last 20 years.
Oh,
I like to know,
Ouch.
you're in charge of the wrestling trivia. Or who is
I
that?
am in charge of none of that stuff.
No.
I
That
would like
Super
to know
Act would be the top
if there's
two.
a possibility about getting
JT,
involved
I think it's Sean.
in the movie area, in the wrestling, and I'm challenging in the movie area, Nicky Sullivan,
Whoa.
because I love my movies. Do you like classics, Nicky?
I'm into classics. I'm into everything.
A classic movie fight. If Matt and Ryan and all of them are okay with it, this guy is going to understand that Matt wins because he watches a fucking Trump debate. I don't get that. I don't, because then I get my ass chewed.
It sharpens my knowledge and my debate skills.
Just stop.
Little Mike.
This is the way, Nicky. I hope you understand my way is going to be a swift
Oh, yeah.
kick in the ass.
No, I'm okay with that.
so we need to the movie Battleground. You need to talk Subrath, and
Yeah.
wrestling is JTH and
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think.
Okay, yeah.
One thing I will say,
those are the ones to talk to.
It's just an option.
Right.
But if it's okay with you guys,
as far as wrestling goes, I can't compete in wrestling trivia, but I'd love to do some commentary if people need me on that, but like to read the questions and stuff, because I'm not going to compete in the wrestling league at all, so I could be pretty biased there.
Devin, do you compete like trivia?
I want to
see, like, I have a lot of random knowledge that I can pull out of my ass, but it's not consistent enough to do trivia, so I don't do trivia.
I tell him to do teams with me. If we did teams, he would fill my blind spots.
Teams will be debuting on Tuesdays in June. I need a commentator for Free For All, and I need one for Mania.
See, I'm terrible at that too.
He's terrible at talking. No, I think he'd be good at team trivia, but I've been trying to get him on that train.
And I work this because I love this industry, and I work behind the scenes, and I talk behind the scenes, and obviously, getting people involved. I would love to get Matt involved eventually. Matt G, not Matt Beard. Because it's a. For me, I want to bring coaches in. I want to bring people, and this is. If you have a conversation about playing, if you have a conversation about storylines, which we do, or who you want to be, we become who we are. If he wants to be Bart Simpson, he'll be Bart fucking Simpson. But that's a big fucking Bart Simpson.
Like that's what I've been trying to tell him. So if you play and you lose and you like answer all the questions wrong, it's still going to be fun just because of the way that these guys, everybody sets
the best thing I can say, and that little guy looks like me when I was fucking 8. I will say this, Devin, and I will say this because I think Matt can agree with you. I think Matt can agree with you. I think both can, and I think Nicky can. The best you can do is all you can do. I came in with a fucking Rock promo for 3 minutes, and the first thing I got was Matt saying, "Stop walking in circles, you look like a dumbass." So the best thing I can say is be yourself, whether it's impersonating somebody or showing how good you are or being fucking Bart-ass Simpson with the fucking wiener hanging out like in the Simpsons movie.
Why is that what I think of every time I see Bart Simpson? That's where my mind goes to. For some reason, on the skateboard.
Fun fact: that was the first dick I saw in a movie.
Me too.
It was for me too.
He flashed us. We were.
Devin, if you think about it, you're up to it. I can set you up a match. We can talk. I'll talk with you. I'll put Nicky involved too. We'll sit down. We'll discuss. If you need help, Matt's really good at giving the best advice on how you want to be, who you want to be. Both are. Little fucking kitty thing over there. Matt Beer is very good at giving advice about being yourself as well.
And being a Colts fan.
Especially look at it this way before I go, because I know I'm talking a lot in parts of way.
No, you're good, man.
No, you're good.
Matt and I started around the same time. Actually, Matt, you were the reason why. Oh my God, man. Matt, you were the reason why. And why do you not have Blu-rays? Why do you have fucking DVDs?
It's not.
Oh.
Marker. Was it a Tide pen?
It's like a Tide pen that was released for the Purge TV show.
Matt, you were the reason why I even started. You're doing this trivia league, you should join. So I owe a lot to Matt, and that's why I want him to induct me. He won't. I can tell you this, Devin, and I can tell you this honestly. No matter if you're not good or bad, Matt's only had 2 wins, so we obviously know how he goes in that conversation. You give everything you got. That thing is so small. You give everything you got. And my best advice for you is not have a glowy sword. The best advice for you, man, is to be yourself.
Have a real sword.
And have Nicky dress up. Look at Nicky. Nicky dress up in gear, and he comes out like he's in the WWE. He comes out prepared. there's, and we look at who we are. We look at this business and who, the fan trivia leagues and who has all. No, so groovy, man. Look at all. Look at when you look at everybody who has succeeded and who is their signature traits. Whether it's Nicky showing off, showing his entrance, it's me with the promo, me and. Hey, little guy, am I good at trivia too?
Fuck you,
Have you seen
Chris.
Do you want to watch Playboy? Playboy's on Vimeo.
He tucks his dick in between his legs. Oh, I'll purge you.
Purge me, please.
I'll purge you, all right.
Giggity.
The best thing I can say for you, Devin, is be yourself. Whether it's being Nicky with his entrance, or me with the promos, or Matt losing.
Right.
Look at Grant Gregory. Grant Gregory is easily, in my opinion, the best competitor we have ever had.
Just so everyone knows,
Grant...
that's the girl Devin's been texting this whole time.
Okay.
Oh, really?
It just hit me there.
All right, look. She's saying that she's more than willing to come on here and make the show interesting. Her words.
I told her.
It already is interesting.
Cool.
We
Hey,
had
Devin.
Mama, we had
I'm gonna
everything.
sneak
Devin,
this in.
I take advantage of that, buddy, because I think you might need some dick action.
Look here.
Whoa!
Wow.
This is the way, my friends.
Next time you do this, because you make
Look.
the show actually interesting.
Look, hey,
Direct quote.
I'm gonna hide
hey,
in my helmet.
send her the link. Send her the link. She can come on.
Yeah,
Send her the link.
yeah.
Send her a
Nikki,
group chat. Yeah,
Nicky!
send the link to her.
send her the link.
Do it. And I'm gonna sneak this in real quick because I probably
that's his job. I mean, I'm not.
send the link to me and then have him.
Does she compete in trivia?
Wow! Whoa!
I don't know.
Wait!
Wait.
Wait!
Devin tried that one. She did not. Oh.
Wow!
Okay.
Tried what?
Nicky.
She needs to join this.
Nikki, send him the link, and then you send the link to her, and then we'll get her on because I gotta hear this. I'm gonna sneak this in real quick too.
Okay.
Really quick. I'm gonna sneak this in because this will probably be the last time I get to talk about this. All right, here we go.
This
about
person
Tom
is
Brady
not
thing.
over 18. I don't think they're allowed on.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's
How
from
old is
Devin's
she?
school.
We'll behave.
Oh.
Okay, Chris.
Legal in
Yes.
our state.
Anyway, let's get into it. All right. Tom Brady goes to Tennessee. Philip Rivers goes to Indianapolis. Indianapolis drafts Jordan Love. Boom. There we go.
So while we're doing that, and we're talking about Tom Brady leaving, let's.
I guess I didn't have
Can
to
we
sneak
talk
that in.
about? Obviously, I came here also to talk about movies that are coming out. Then.
Yeah, we'll talk about some movies too. I just
All
wanted
right.
to finish that part.
There's a big movie coming out that a lot of people are excited for. Matt, you know it. You're a producer on it.
Where's the link?
How excited would people be to see the end of Jack Cross's story, and why do you think that not splitting it into two parts is the right way to end it?
I have no idea. To be fair, I have no idea what's going on with that thing.
I can confirm that it is the last Jack Cross movie.
Okay.
But it's not the last Target movie.
Okay. So there we go. Talked about that. Now let's talk about. I did want to talk about this movie that I saw today. You can watch it on YouTube. It's on Amazon Prime. You guys have heard of? Let me get the titles. Gun Akimbo or whatever.
Gun Kimbo,
Gun
or
Kimbo.
Kimbos or something like that.
Whatever that second word is. It has Daniel Radcliffe in it. I didn't realize it came out today, but I saw it was on YouTube. You can rent it. All that stuff's like $7. I'll get into that in a second. So I didn't know, and I was kind of curious because it looked pretty bonkers from the trailer or whatnot. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Wanted to watch it. Daniel Radcliffe, obviously, and I gotta say, I love what he's doing with his career because he was in Harry Potter, and then he did Woman in Black, kind of similar to Robert Pattinson. And then, like Robert Pattinson went off to do indies, he did a little more weird, you could say. Now, Robert Pattinson, Lighthouse is a little weird, whatnot. But Daniel Radcliffe, Swiss Army Man or whatever, super weird. Love the movie. Very weird. Yeah. And then he does this, which is more bonkers, I think, than what the other is. It's that movie. Basically, take the movie Nerve But instead of having it be like truth or dare, or like I dare you to do this and then you can win money or whatever, it's literally just Nerve, except it's people hunting other people and killing each other for sport per se, and others will watch on the computer and they'll cheer whatnot. So the movie starts out with Daniel Radcliffe. He's like me. He's a loser. Works at this place he hates. This girl that he liked broke up with him, and he's still wanting to get with the person.
Time out. Did you just officially call yourself a loser?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So, but no, he.
I do have one recommendation. Can I say one thing real quick?
Really quick, and I want to talk about the summary.
No.
Talk about this movie, but there is a big movie I have coming out that I was going to mention that I want to show the trailer to Nicky. It's on my channel.
I would say just do it off stream.
Well, Nicky's a big fan of this character.
Okay, we can.
Oh, which character?
We can do
Batman.
We can do it off screen. We can do it off stream because there's no point being like, hey Nicky, let's send this to you real quick. Did you get it yet, Nicky?
Well,
no, not yet.
We show everybody,
yes,
or is that not an option?
No. We're gonna focus on the thing as I'm trying to get into the whole thing. So
anyway, talk about your Daniel Radcliffe movie.
He's a loser. He works a job he hates. Very similar to me. No. We're not gonna like get naked or anything, Nicky. But we're just gonna talk. It's just talking.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's fine. We're not gonna we're not gonna drink, or do anything crazy.
Smoking.
Yeah. I'm not smoking, but
no, he's smoking, not smoking.
Yes, the word is spoken.
I was smoking. I was like, I'm not smoking. I don't have cigarettes.
Because
I don't have edibles or anything like that.
If we get in trouble for this, it's all Matt Beer's ass anyway. So
we'll be fine.
Okay, so blame the guy with the Colts hat.
Yeah, we'll blame me, the guy from the meth capital of the world. So, anyway.
You said that, not me.
it's true, though. It's true. I can't deny it. So, anyway, we'll get back into it.
You can fuck with it.
But Daniel Radcliffe's character, he, finds the website because others are talking about it. So he's watching this stuff and he's kind of messing with people. And then something happens and it gets him involved into the game. He gets these 2 pistols bolted onto his hands. And he's supposed to go after this girl. If he goes after her, kills her, then he's free. But if he doesn't, or if she gets to him, then he dies. So that's basically the whole thing. So it's this really weird type of movie. And to say it's bonkers is an understatement. This is definitely going to be one of those movies that you're either going to really like or really hate. Just based on the style of it and whatnot. It almost has a little bit of a Scott Pilgrim versus the World type of feel to it too at times. It's not throughout the entire thing, but there's moments.
Does Chris Evans play a douchebag?
No, not yet. That's in the sequel. He comes out, says, "I'm part of the douchebag initiative." But but no, Daniel Radcliffe from
Mandalore.
Oh yeah, but I love what Daniel Radcliffe's doing because this is really, it's different. It's out there. It's not like it had some similarities to other things like Nerve, whatnot, but it's different. And I like that he's doing something different rather than doing another franchise. Now he did like Now You See Me Too, which, whatever. It's kind of a bigger movie, bigger property than say, this one or Swiss Army Man. But it's really weird. Also,
I forgot he was in that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that movie existed till just a second
ago.
I was thinking of bigger movies. Yeah, Mark Ruffalo. They're the only ones. Oh, he's talking to the puss. But anyway. Anyway.
Okay, so what is this out now?
Yeah. Yes. You can watch it on YouTube. That's how I watch it. I have it on YouTube.
Oh wow.
Did you bought it?
Amazon. Yeah, it's like $6.99. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's also on Amazon too. So whatever is easier.
There is a movie I just saw actually that I want to convince Matt to see.
But I like the movie.
Okay.
To get back to the movie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we gotta stick to one thing. We gotta stick to one thing at a time. Or else, it's gonna be like my mind's all scrambled, whatnot. But anyway, Tamara Weaving. but Samara Weaving's in it too, and she's great in it. Like she obviously did Ready or Not before, and she was kind of in Three Billboards, like kind of in it, and then The Babysitter I think was the other one.
She was in Three Billboards really briefly.
Briefly, yeah, it was like 2 small scenes where she plays an idiot.
That's right. Okay.
But no, she's really good in the movie too. She's badass, like she was badass in Ready or Not. Different character that she plays, but yeah, pretty graphic with the violence. It's not like Rambo, the last 2 Rambo movies, where it's like super gruesome. It's more Kingsman type of gore, but it goes a little further as far as how gory it is. So. But yeah, I recommend that. It's on YouTube or Amazon. So I highly recommend renting it and watching it. I hope it comes out on Blu-ray though, because I'd like to actually physically own the copy.
You probably will.
Yeah, and I think it might be in limited theaters as well. So yeah, there we go.
I didn't get there on the stubs this week.
Yeah, so I don't live by an AMC, or else I definitely get stubs.
AMC's all that's left around me now, and it's still 25 minutes away. So
yeah, we just have smaller independent theaters.
Yeah, we used to have it was like a dine-in theater.
Yeah,
near us called Chunky's. It was so great, and tickets were like $5, and the food was pretty cheap too.
And they had good seats.
They had good seats. Yeah, they had like Lincoln and limo seats, but they closed it. Now it's a gym.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a gym. Work out at home.
Yeah, right.
Hey man, don't be talking crap on the gym. I like gyms.
You go to gym. You go to gym. You want to get a staph infection. Work out at home.
Oh come on, man.
Okay, guys. Okay, I'm in shape. Round is a shape.
No one's shape shaming here. I'm just very small.
Chris, stop sharing your little twig.
Oh, look at mine. Look at those.
This is what I have to say to that. Bye.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
No, don't whip it out again. Don't do it.
Oh, no. Don't show your tits.
So
show
I'm
your
trying
tits.
to get Jay Birdie in
Please
here.
don't take me off again, man.
Hold on. Time out. What's up?
So I'm trying to get Jay Birdie in here, and the link to get to the thing.
I sent the wrong link. That's why.
That's why.
Oh.
All right.
Well,
I
I can get out.
Video instead.
It's not a problem. I can get out.
Yeah, I did that by accident too when I sent the link to Chris. I was like, oh, wait, no, that's YouTube. Going to get out of that. We're going to get to...
I will stay, though, for a few more minutes.
And Chris is muted.
No, that's
I
fine.
kind of like that. I like that more.
No, so Chris, I want to jump back to trivia real quick because I didn't get to ask this. What made you decide to just start your own? Like, because that's a big step in its process.
Because he needed me to win.
It is.
He's like really muted. All right, I'm gonna go pee while you get this figured out. I'll be right back.
Enjoy that pee, my friend.
Oh, I will.
Have fun.
Oh, I will.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
McMurphy has no power.
I would say it's a lot to take, especially because I've done it twice and I failed twice. It's hard. Like it's not easy whatsoever, but I love doing it. And I have friends who are now more competitors who look at me as a great competitor. I mean, look at Nicky and me, completely like opposite paths. Like I would say, and I know Nicky, you probably agree. I never pictured like to meet an individual who's very talented as much as Nicky is. With his certain areas, and to bring that and to bring it on a scale where I feel people aren't utilized as much as they should be, is what I love, and that's what's gonna make Titan Trivia worth it. I want to make the AEW of Van Schmoedown.
That's gonna be fun.
I want to.
And I appreciate that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
As somebody who doesn't get to play at all, pretty much in anything, like we love Full Metal and all that around here, whatever. I didn't even get asked to try out for Inner Geekdom there.
I don't.
I
think-
played one teams match in multiplex in regular trivia and in inner geekdom, and that's it. And yeah, you know what? There's definitely was some glitches on my part at the time. I was having pretty laggy internet, and my connection it wasn't good.
Subreth had the same thing. Like he had the same problem, but he worked his ass off to get back to it. Like I did too, but I still worked my ass off. Like it's an industry that I consider this a business, and someday, even though I'm making my films, I want to have competitors like WWE. I want to officially pay people, contracts, and get going. I wanna launch this. Like this is a big thing. But the reason why I never want to make it people have to pay is because I love just giving to people, and I do, and that's why, Matt, I will say, even if you do not win, you are in the Fatal 5-Way if you want to. That's an extremely intriguing thing, and obviously it depends on if Nicky wins or not. I love doing this, and I want to enjoy doing my job, which is love doing this. I didn't love competing at Jack of All Trivia. I didn't. It became a problem because I worked my ass off, and all of a sudden, somebody who is 1-3 ends up winning the complete title and completely just 100% just like goes straight up to the top. And I want, obviously people need to work and earn it. And what that certain person has done is incredible. Like, it's terrific. He won 4 matches. Great. I can't hear you, Matt.
I didn't say nobody said anything.
Okay.
No, Matt Beer's trying to say he's like mouthing something to me. What are you saying?
No.
I
What?
appreciate
Are
you
you guys hearing Chris?
Chris? Yeah, I'm hearing him.
Okay, because I can't.
Okay.
I love
Same
doing
thing
this.
with Alan.
I'm going to keep doing this
From,
until the day I'm ready to
Last
say
week
no.
when we were trying to get that whole thing figured out.
When you said it, I went, "Oh, I know where he's going with this."
Yeah.
I will say this.
Oh my gosh! Holy Albert
I
Einstein's
fell for
genius
that.
penis. That was a great pee.
That's the way.
Matt, do you mind if I finish?
Yeah, go
Wow!
ahead.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
My best friend, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on.
All right, that girl isn't coming.
That's all right.
Oh, she isn't.
Her
I'm
parents
I'm
are
about to
coming.
head out anyway, actually.
Parents
But
can't do it.
I
Do you know
I
what
love
time
doing this, and I will always love doing this. And I appreciate the opportunities I've had. I want people to succeed. I want this to succeed. And I'm not going to give up on this. It's worth it.
It's gonna.
It's
Ah,
it's a hard thing though when people tell you can't make it, and that's the same reason why. And Matt knows this. It's the same reason why Matt signed on and helped me create movies. He when you believe in something. Look at Matt. Hold on. Look at Matt.
Okay.
Matt has a film that we have worked
so
together.
anytime
We tried
Max
to make.
puts up, this is the way. This is what you'll hear. Hold on. There we go.
No, don't grab your hands. No.
Oh yes. Oh Ludwig.
Matt Beer and I have
Devin
been
can
a
play
part.
that on bass.
True.
Matt Beer and I
Wow! Wow!
had a film that we never got to create, and it's called Fear. It's called Voice of Reason, which we
I
are still
went away
working
from
on very, 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 very hard. Matt, tell them how many years it's been since we tried to do it.
Oh god. So let's just put it like this: this is gonna get taken down just due to copyright.
Right.
Sorry, Zubrath.
Why don't we talk
No.
over it?
Well,
No,
I'll tell
you got
you
5
what.
seconds.
I'll
5
tell you
seconds.
what. I have so much music in my.
True.
I have so much music in my. I have so much music in my shit. Like, it never gets taken down though. I don't get it. Like, I really.
Oh, mine
don't.
always does. I got flagged for an anime like we were doing the reaction. It got flagged because you
Yeah.
could overhear like the credits in the post. Wait, it was,
Okay.
If you have music in your shit, you need to see a doctor for that.
Dude, the rhythm of the night. I mean,
In the rhythm of the night.
And that was our dad joke of the week.
There we go.
But I will say this: I will love doing this, and I'll keep doing this. But I want to hire people to help, and if it's
sorry, dead
backstage
air. You gotta love the dead air, right? Hold on, I'm searching something up real quick.
Matt's looking up porn, so it's okay.
You actually aren't far off from what I was actually looking up.
It's not the first time he's told me.
I just rewatched Booksmart. That's where that came from.
I love Olivia Wilde, but that movie just didn't appeal to me.
I thought that movie was fucking hysterical. You actually need to watch it.
So I have one last thing before I go.
It's the same with me.
Can I say one last thing before I go?
Before I actually do searches, maybe I should actually make sure it's not on the same profile as this. Because now, anytime anybody's on my thing, people are going to see it and be like, what are you looking up?
So,
anyways, yeah.
So Batman comes out July 24th.
So we talked about Guns Akimbo. What's the big movie news? Oh, Baby Driver 2 is happening. Speaking of, because we're talking Jamie Foxx when I held a severed head. Baby Driver 2 is happening. So
you guys have
candy in my arm. It keeps opening up from doing this.
Too bad.
They're going trick-or-treating. We got candy in there.
So what are your guys' thoughts on
All right. This is the last time, guys, I promise.
Sure it is.
Honestly, Baby Driver 2, I really don't want them to continue it because I like the way it ended. It was just wrapped up in a little bow that means...
Do you think they'll bring back Kevin Spacey?
Of course they will. When he enters, this is what's going to play.
Wow. Like, that's all I can really say to that is wow.
I was taking the helmet off. I didn't hear.
Oh, I exited out completely. Now I have to go through again. No, I tried looking up the Pornhub theme on YouTube.
Oh, God.
Because I found it, but now it's gone. I wonder why.
Hey, guys, I actually have to go.
Ah, that sucks. Oh, well.
Chris,
keep
up the good work, man.
This was good talking to you. We'll definitely schedule something here very soon, whether it be before or after the free-for-all.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Matt, I obviously want to invite my invitation to you. I'm sure a lot of people do want to see us commentate together at the free-for-all. If Matt is available, would he be up for it? That's the question. Devin, you are more than welcome to help out too if you would like to behind the scenes, whether it's there, whether it's no matter what. If you want to help behind the scenes, my friend, you are more than welcome to. Best of luck both to Matt and Nicky, of course, and to all the competitors. Who will be eliminated first? That is the question. That is
not me. That's for sure.
Carmel Mountain.
I will say the surprises are worth it, and when you hear the surprises, there's holy shit moments, and it's worth it. And the road.
Do I know these people?
Yes.
Okay.
Have they competed in a while? I don't think so.
So Chris, before you jump out, where can people find you on the internet?
You guys can find me on the internet making Playboy 2. I'm kidding. No, you can find me on the internet making my films. Obviously, I'm on Instagram, Chris Day Official. I am there. I do movies and stuff. Please check out my 3 films coming out this year as I strive to win a short film award Oscar. I wish it was the win a short film award for best actor for The Singer. It's probably not going to happen. It's a very passionate project. Obviously, Matt knows, Matt Beer, that we have actually worked on this. I think, oh shit, how many years has that been, Matt?
I like how he just, I don't know.
He ignored me.
4, 3.
It's been a couple.
2.
It's been a couple. But
Happy New Year.
Did you not hear me, Matt?
Which one?
No, I think he's just
Matt Beer.
He's trying to figure something out.
I think he genuinely can't hear you through the thing, so he has to pull up the screen.
I think he's looking for music.
He's looking.
No, I have no idea what the hell he's saying.
I don't know why.
Matt, if you're a dork, wave.
I don't know why I can't hear you.
Probably not going to happen. It's a very passionate project. Obviously, Matt knows, Matt Beer, that we have actually worked on this. I think, oh, shit, how many years has that been, Matt?
I don't know, Chris.
Okay, so Grant's phone overheated.
Now you may respond.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, Grant's phone overheated, and
I thought he was sincerely pissed. I thought he was sincerely pissed and left.
That's what I
no.
did too. I was gonna get a hold of him after we were done and go, dude, are you okay?
Grant, no, seriously though, before I leave, Grant, I care about you, buddy, and I hope you're okay.
I hope you guys squash that.
Yeah, just
I hope so.
Actions speak louder than words. So all you can really do is prove to him that you made repentance.
Yes. But before I leave, so Matt's speaker is probably going to get you guys time. I was gonna get a hold of him after we were done and go, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what he said.
So I have 3 films coming out this year. I got The Singer on October. I got the final Jack Ross movie May 1st. And then, of course, Nicky's probably most anticipated movie the entire year was getting to see me dress up as Batman finally.
Awesome. If the costume's not good, I'll make you into one. How about that?
On July 25th, it's a big movie. It's a huge movie. I worked really hard to get this made. I care about Batman, and
I actually have an idea for a Batman film.
I hope I do my part.
Oh, you guys unmuted me. My bad. Whoops.
I hope that it's not as bad as. I hope it's not as bad as Weapon. I hope it's not as bad as
Genius Penis. I didn't think you guys were gonna unmute me for a second.
Oh. I hope Batman is not as bad as Weapon.
I caught you at cock.
You did. Oh boy.
But that being said, I do have to go.
Speaking of cock,
I'm excited.
Radcliffe's fake one. And Guns Akimbo. Like for a brief second.
Okay.
Do you guys hear me or no?
Yeah,
I was like, oh.
Okay. The most random thing ever. On that note,
I have no idea what's going on.
On that note, the free for all comes out in March. Please stay tuned to that.
Tight trivia, guys.
Batman comes out July 25th. I'm very honored to be a part of it. Batman. Matt Beer has a role if he ever wants one.
He's an asshole.
Penguin. He's too short.
You're a dickhead.
So,
all right, we'll see you at the free for all, Chris.
All right, Chris.
Yeah,
I think Matt's just trying to talk over you.
All right,
Matt, I appreciate you, and you are an asshole. I love you guys. We'll see you later. Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
All righty then. So on that note, Matt, you got called an asshole.
I read the lips.
Oh, I was going the wrong way.
There we go. I was gonna say. There we go. I like that angle. So I think what I am gonna do for this show, and this will require me to pay money every month. It won't be much. I'm gonna do some because I'm getting a new phone in a week or two. So I'm going to use this phone, and I think maybe we can prank call some people. A little fun. You can prank call a pizza place, prank call sex lines. It could be anything.
Okay,
We'll
the second one might be fun.
Yeah, we'll just screw around with people. And yeah, so I think we'll introduce that too at some point because that could be a lot of fun. I really hope that during a show, one of the people that call, say the IRS or whatever, I hope they call at some point. That way we can just screw with them too.
Hey, my mom used to work for the IRS.
Oh, well, I mean, there's those people that call like
the scam artists.
They're Indian.
Oh yeah, like one time, like Social Security, they were like looking for like they were saying your Social Security account is at risk, and it's like I'm not giving you my number. Like they already have it. Why would I have to give it to you?
Well, I got a call. Well, my sister got a call, and anytime she gets a call from them, she gives me the phone. Like, and she already knows because of the number. Like, if she doesn't recognize it, then she'll give me the phone, and I'll mess with them. And somebody called and it's like, hey, we want to let you know that you have received $9,000 from the U.S. government, and you need to give us your account information so we can put it onto your account.
Okay.
Like,
10.
And I was
But
like, oh,
first you have to wire us $100.
Right. No, they just said, give us your routing number and accounting number,
Yeah.
and we'll do it.
The icon knows the way. Oh, Chris. Okay, that's cool.
No,
Thanks,
fuck you. I know the way.
Right. But they
My
knows
screen.
But they said that, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, because my ex-wife just recently left me and took all of my money, which was $8,000, because I got into some embezzlement with another company. So that $9,000 is going to help, because I can cover the $8,000 I once had, plus have $1,000 to, buy porn and lottery tickets and whatnot. And then
I don't think a woman has ever looked at me.
Well, no, but they're like, okay, whatever, just give us your account number. And I was like, oh, great. And then like, well, you can't use this money to gamble or whatever. And I was like, oh, really? Because I was going to go buy lottery tickets with this, but oh, well, I'll buy cocaine, I guess, instead. It's like, don't do that, sir. And just completely wasted their time to the point to where, like, they started asking, like, are you making fun of me? Whatever. I was like, no. Why would I make fun of somebody from the U.S. government? That's just stupid. It's like, what's your credit card? Right. And they're like, well, we need your account number. And I go, well, I don't have an account or routing number because it's linked with my ex. However, I do have a prepaid card from Walmart. I can give you the card there. It's like, okay, cool. It's like, okay, the card number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2. And they're like, whatever.
You really thought this through.
Yeah, and they're like, are you making fun of us? I was like, no, why would I do that? It's like, okay, well, what's the the month and year? And I go 1 2 3 4. Say, okay, what's the 3 numbers on the back? And I go 1 2 1, and then they hang up on me. But now, and that call was probably 35, 40 minutes. So,
I thought you were gonna say it was 35, 40 years ago.
Oh no! I didn't have a phone at that time. But no, that was fun. That was fun.
I did, but only because I was in the future.
Oh, true.
There's time within
the only
time.
response. There we go. You know what? Next time I'll do that. But I was doing like different accents and whatnot too. But like no, I would like cough out loud too, like right into the phone, so it would like really like the sound would really hit their ears. So here, I'll pull it way back here. So this is a cough I would do. I went. Here we go. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that, but just right up there, just to screw with their ear. I would occasionally scream, just messing with them. So yeah, that was fun. I think I told them my name was Tim Duncan at one point. I said I was Tom Brady.
Perfect name for a basketball player, by the way.
Oh yeah, perfect name for a basketball player.
Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. Those are the two greatest names for basketball players.
It's perfect. And then I think I said my name was your name. I just go, they're like, what's your name? I go, your name. Say what? I go, your name. Your.
I thought you meant you specifically told them that it was me.
No. I was like, your, and then name. It's like, what? Like, your name. Like, that makes no sense. Be like,
like
my mom.
My name's Yernim Schnerman.
I'm next time I'm gonna say, what's your name? Mike Hunt.
Mike Hunt. Wow.
Just Mike and then
I
Hunt.
had to say it out loud to get it.
I know. I have a story for this. I met a girl. This is kind of going to be one of those. Let's just say this is an 18+ conversation.
Yeah.
If she's still watching, that's awesome. But I met a girl at a party. As some of y'all know, I DJ at raves and so forth, underground parties and so forth. I met this girl, and she came home, came to my apartment. We had some fun.
Yeah. As one
And
does.
then one of those nights. Then she went home.
Yeah.
Then she started. Apparently, I gave her my phone number. I didn't even remember that, but that's a whole nother story.
Mistake.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, she started calling and calling and calling, and I answered the phone. City Mark, how can I help you? And she went, I think I have the wrong number. I'm sorry. And she hung up. And about 5 minutes later, my phone rang again. And I went, City Mark, how can I help you? And she went, I think he gave me the wrong number. And I have my buddies over, and we literally had to turn the music off and everything because, we had, music going and so forth. And I got everybody quiet, and she hung up and called back again 5 minutes later. Same number, didn't. And I went, City Mark, how can I help you? And this time I have it on speaker. She's like, Are you screwing with me? I went, no, ma'am, this Maricopa County, City Mark. How can I help you?
Now everybody knows where you live, so there you go.
And she went, okay, I'm sorry. And then she hung up and called back again.
She wanted it.
Apparently.
Nobody ever called my phone.
And then she called back, and I went, City Morgue, you stab them, we slab them.
I don't understand how this is a problem. There's a woman who is calling you that wants to bed you. I mean, that's something that might not ever happen to me. So, this isn't a problem.
The only girls that talk to me are lesbians, littles, and Wiccans.
Okay, then Devin, we need to. Then if we're gonna get into that, we need to.
Devin.
I mean,
I have no comment.
I'm not going to comment either.
Nicky, do you know this female?
I met her.
She's nice.
She's legal, I swear.
You said she was under the age of 18.
Devin's a senior in high school. I think she's like senior or junior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not weird.
Okay.
Okay. That makes more sense then.
But it's not in middle school or anything.
They don't do any of that stuff. By Liam Neeson or like Katie Cassidy, like Taken?
No.
Oh,
yeah, it's her dad. Is her dad gonna come breaking through my window because we're having this conversation?
He's just gonna start
go,
yelling.
Where's my daughter? Kill me.
A very particular set of skills. None of them are useful, but
none of them are useful.
Rope tying.
Matt, I just want to point out we were worried about like this stream going an hour. We've gone 3.5. Yeah. We're going on 3.5.
Oh yeah.
Superat's gonna go, what in the fuck did they talk about for so long?
This will be the call you get on your phone next time, Matt. You're like, hello?
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Good luck. So there's that.
If I ever get a phone call like that, I'm not answering. I will be like Spider-Man and send that shit to voicemail.
Like,
guys, no, that didn't work like I wanted it to.
Oh,
Nicky failed.
I failed.
It's like the Kermit the Frog thing when he does it. I don't know who you are.
It's gonna do this.
There you go.
I was trying to end it perfectly when it ended that. I was gonna release the Kraken.
You'll get a call, but it won't be Liam Neeson. It'll be Kermit the Frog saying the whole thing. She's like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want.
Qui-Gon.
I don't have any money, but what I have is a particular set of skills.
Um,
Skills that make me a nightmare for
Give me
people like
bacon.
you.
So does that mean you eat bacon there, homie?
Oh yeah.
I thought frogs were,
Eating is not cheating.
No.
And on that note,
Rainbow Connection, but instead it's his first time with Miss Piggy. It's just like, why are there so many songs about bacon? Stop being inside a pie. Greasy and salty. Oh wait, that's nasty.
The
Guess
bacon
that's why they call it bacon grease.
in me.
Oh,
wow, I just don't know what to say to that.
Happy
That
Thanksgiving.
was a very, very inappropriate song to sing Kermit the Frog.
Oh no, Easter. Easter's what's coming up. I said Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, you're Dan Snyder right there.
speaking
Basically,
of
the
that,
Washington Redskins owner.
where somebody set it up so that Kermit and Miss Piggy went up to Sam I Am and asked him if they had seen his their son.
Wow.
They mentioned him.
Nice.
Damn.
Swoosh.
Oh god. No, that was fun though. Boy, Jesus, 3 hours though.
Yeah.
No.
I think
I gotta be honest. I was expecting an hour, and
it's a
here we are.
marathon. They didn't even do
1:20 my
the
time
end this
later.
long.
Oh yeah, it's quite a bit of time.
No shit.
No,
I can't
So-
feel my legs anymore.
I know. Yeah, my legs and back are falling asleep. That's why I keep like rocking.
oh yeah, but
I should have. When I was little, I got a bone removed from my spine, and I regret not keeping it. Should have
Oh.
kept it. Could have worn that thing around my neck. Like, what's that on your neck? It's my bone.
Then they actually would have liked it in high school.
If I went.
there you go. No,
He'd
you
have
could
had
have
a
wore
bone.
it at trivia matches or whatever. Come out and be like, okay, fine, you win.
I'm gonna rip this out of your spine.
He'd have had a permanent
Sorry, oh
boner.
my god.
Yeah.
He'd have had a
I was 5.
So
He'd have had a
Okay, so I think
that I'm a terrible person.
aren't we all?
Oh, trust me, I have a special place in hell for me right now. Special place.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah, yeah, she is that place, and I'm not ready.
Giggity.
No, I'm not.
well, I mean,
It's like Kingpin with the owner of the houses or whatever that
Mhm.
she's in The Conjuring or whatever. Her and Woody Harrelson. That whole scene. If you've seen Kingpin, you know what I'm talking about, where he has to
Yeah.
go down on her to stay at his place or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's similar to what my
Oh, True
place is
Detective.
gonna be. Yeah. Just
Wow.
ugh.
oh, with what's her face? What's that girl's name? She was in Baywatch.
Alexandra Daddario.
Alexandra Daddario. Yeah, True Detective. That scene. That was something.
Oh yeah.
Something is
That-
all right. Something is right. All right, gents. Nobody's watching anymore, so why don't we I guess wrap this up?
Yeah, might as well. It's been 3 hours.
Yeah, no shit. Nicky, where can people find you online?
You guys can find me on Devin on Nicky Flicks, the YouTube channel. We're trying to get more content out there, and we get this new show, Nerd Illustrator. I take something, just take anything like a trailer or a poster or something, and I just circle shit on it like it's a football game and like Joe Buck, and I'm just like, well, this is over here and this is over here, and now we're gonna go to the game and off to Matt with sports.
Right. Yeah.
Right on. We'll try and get a link to that.
Speech.
What?
Wait, what?
And you can find me on the YouTube channel Figures of Speech.
Since when?
I had the channel for a while.
I've never known about this.
Oh, that was you in the chat. Okay.
Here's the turn. Yeah.
Oh, how the turntables.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Matt. Where can people find you, homie?
You can find me on here. Doing After Dark, of course. We're gonna have our NFL show kickoff. Get it? Because kickoff in NFL. We're gonna have it start in.
Don't.
All right. That was a pun that was not intentional, but I love it. But we're starting in a couple weeks, right before NFL free agency begins. We'll have a preview to that, kind of where we think players are going to go, whatnot, and yeah, I think that's all I'm going to be on. That's on this channel.
Alrighty. And I am Matty G always. You can find me Thursday nights right here. We're gonna be starting Suplex City Chats. If you know the name, you'll understand. If not, it's gonna be a wrestling podcast. Pretty much we're gonna cover all topics of wrestling. Game Zone's gonna be starting back up. This was After Dark right here on TMG. We are the heart of debate.